Now is me.
You
Gone
said
is
keep
you.
talking.
Shut up.
Blah, blah.
We were live for all that.
Hey, we're back. Little
Oh my god, a
kitten.
headless cat.
It's a headless kitty. Say
Kitty
hello,
cat.
Onyx. Oh no.
Aw,
Okay, we have to get closer.
kitty.
He's like crying in the other room because he wasn't with me, and then he gets in here and he's like, "No, put me down. I want to go."
I don't want to be held. I just wanted to be in the same room.
Oh, this is terrible. And I'd stand up and show you, but I already know because I have the green screen effect thing on. It won't show you. I have a kitty hoodie that has the pouch to put them in.
Nice.
I love it. And he's purring, so he can't hate it that much.
He's probably, generally speaking.
Was that
You
that
just
garbled
totally-
for anyone else?
You totally cut out, Luke.
I did.
Yes.
How do I sound now?
You
It
good
was
now.
It wasn't your audio, it was lag.
Your internet.
Oh boy.
Right when we go live. That's the perfect time for this.
Yep, that's perfect. Yep.
Guys, it's been a while. We have to have fuck ups. That's mandatory, right?
Good old
Yes,
dick
it would
twist.
seem.
So, how was everyone's holidays? Sai, how was your holiday?
It was amazing. I did $2,000 worth of damage, and I traveled as a chick, which was a lot of fun going through an airport that way.
It was great. I really liked watching the female TSA agent pat down your boobs. That was entertaining.
Well, it was the hand in the middle. It was the hand in the middle.
Yeah,
because
like,
I had necklaces.
And I'm like that. I don't think I've ever been credit carded by TSA.
I was just about to say, the old credit card, huh?
Yep.
I was like, don't think that's ever happened to me. And I travel a decent amount. Don't think I've ever once been credit carded. But she was all up in your grill.
Yeah, I had 2 long necklaces, which on the pass back through from Salt Lake to Baltimore, I asked them, because they have the full body scanner, and you hold them up away from your neck, or you throw them to the back, because they're, I guess, not expecting any. They can see that their necklace is on your back, but in the front, there's a lot going on in the front. Let's just say that there's a lot going on up there. But yeah, that was
especially for you. I can't imagine the body scanner where they were like, "What is this chest apparatus?" It's like,
the hell am I looking at?
Don't question, just look. You question, that's gonna be
Shay.
a diversity and inclusion issue.
Look who
Did
we
you
have in the
find-
chat. So
Hello,
real
Crooked
quick,
Painter.
switch to this. Switch to no, not that one. Not that one either.
Third time's a charm.
There you go.
So I wanted to acknowledge the super thanks we got after the stream that we did for New Year's. So thank you, Crooked Painter, who came in after the fact and super thanks to us, $100. By the way,
Jeez.
if you go top comments first, you can't even see this on the stream. You have to go to newest first
Oh,
in your comments sort, and
Why
then
would
that
this not
shows
be
up.
a top?
I don't know, but don't touch it because then that'll refund it.
I was
So-
just gonna thumb it up.
Go thumb it up. You
I'll
can
go
do
thumb
that.
it up.
I'll go
Okay.
thumb it up too.
Well, from your account. Yeah,
Phrasing.
okay.
From my 6 accounts, yes. But thank you so much for
Yes,
the
thank you.
contribution. It greatly helps. Greatly
It does.
helps. As for all the weird shit you were suggesting in DMs, yeah, I'll get back to you.
It was expensive.
Just the tip, Crooked Painter. Just the tip.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to that. So, that's
it
how.
already is thumbed up.
No, it was favorited. It shouldn't have been thumbed up yet.
Oh no, it doesn't show. Hold on. All right, I got it. It's fine.
Newest first.
I got it. Thank you.
You have to like it though.
Will you fucking stop?
It's only showing one.
I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
punch you in the dick.
The old dick twist.
It's it's good to see that nothing's changed in between last year and this year.
Right.
We can't change too much. You guys would be worried. Where would you be? You'd be surprised and horrified because clearly that wouldn't be Red Valkyrie.
Completely discombobulated.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Crooked Painter. You are a fucking gem. That is amazing. Luke, how
Yeah,
was your holiday?
my holiday was good. It was New Year's was even better because I got to be up here with Feline.
Nice.
Drove up here, I guess the Thursday before New Year's, and yeah, we got to go hit up a bunch of meaderies and breweries and distilleries and eat good food. And I got a shirt from the Wandering Bard Meadery, and I thought it was kind of perfect because it's a Reaper, so kind of perfect
the
for
funny
me.
thing,
Hmm.
you said that you got up there Thursday. We landed Thursday and then drove to Virginia, so very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And spent clear up until the second yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I
Nice.
came back.
Yeah.
I had to work
Yep.
today.
I'm here until after the auction because her birthday is coming up as well.
Nice.
So yeah, I get to
Nice.
spend a nice solid chunk of time with my lady.
Nice.
Wonderful. Yeah. It's
Oh,
some best way to end last year and best way to begin this year.
Didn't
Oh,
you say
yeah.
something about the
Yeah.
drink you got had Carolina Reaper in it, and that's why there's a Reaper on the shirt?
Yep, it's a Carolina Reaper peach mead, and the Carolina Reaper flavor is very forward. Like it is spicy, but it's good. It's tasty. It's not
I mean-
overly sweet, but there's a nice balance.
look,
Nice.
if you wanted to just divert a little more north and like drop some of that off, like wouldn't be mad.
Right.
Shay,
Yeah,
you left your beer here, so I don't think he's going to go out of
I-
his way to deliver alcohol to you.
He can deliver it to you, and then I'll just come down to you and take it. It's fine.
Okay, that works.
See, he drives like the 10 hours, and then I'll drive the last like 4. It'll be fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Yeah.
It's totally fair.
How far is
Yeah.
it from me to Jason? We can get him to come down too.
Yeah, perfect. His mom.
Yeah.
Jason's mom's the bomb. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the Wandering Bard Meadery in South Carolina. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
In South Carolina.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's where I'm
That
at,
is
South
far.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, really quickly, I also got to meet Shay's entire family, which was a lot. But her immediate family is amazing, and we got along great. And her if Shay is like the moderate case of ADHD, her sister is like the end case of ADHD because she is just
If you took me and dialed me up to 100, because she's not only does she have
Out
the
of 10.
ADHD aspect, she also has myasthenia gravis, which like severely affects her ability to understand how much time has passed or remain on topic. So between the two, you're lucky if you get like a full day's worth of conversation out of her. It's normally about 2-3 hours, maybe. it'll take 8 hours. It's like 2 or 3 hours.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's interesting, but no, we had fun. It's like that eatery, maybe get some ribs. Nice. But yeah, so it was cool. It was a lot. It was all of my great nieces and nephews, and all but one of my nieces and nephews. So, and their spouses. There's a lot of people in my house.
It was a lot. And just to throw this out there, Crooked Painter, because I know that you usually don't stay for the entirety of these streams, I'm going to try to be on camera Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
Size working being on camera more, thankfully. Also, Luke, I know that you are with your lady, so don't feel pressure to. But I'm gonna be posting in the auction DM group Saturday. I have it designated as an art day for me. I'm gonna try and stream, but I wanted to stream with a group of other people who are going to be in the auction while we're working on stuff. So if you wanted to, you were more than welcome to join. If you want to not because you're with Feline, then totally.
Well, we may be going out and doing stuff on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, and if she wanted to, like, if you guys end up around, if we're still going or if we go later, whatever the hell, because I have no idea when we're going to do this. But if she wants to jump on, even though she's not working on anything, totally fine too.
Oh, if she did, she'd be working on stuff. She's got a bunch of jewelry that she's working on. And that's actually one of the things that I have to do this week is help her get set up so that she can stream from her work table.
Perfect. Yeah. And I mean, I was meaning working on something that would be for sale at the auction. Was the caveat. Yeah. But it's fine unless she wants to be in the auction. I think I have a spot at the 11 a.m. if she wants to make jewelry and try.
I mean, I'll let her know. She's
you can ask. Who knows?
On the couch. Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely let her know. Yeah. She's got some really cool jewelry. Like she is making some really cool stuff with glass tiles and acrylic and clay and all kinds of cool stuff. She actually just sent off some jewelry to Frog G's Lady Frog.
Oh, nice.
Yep, she shipped it out today. Yeah, so they'll be getting that soon.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey Woodrow, we never asked you how your holiday was.
Pretty chill. I just chilled with my grandma. Most of my family, we had a celebration before the holidays because everyone was kind of going everywhere and splitting up. So I was working because I work in a restaurant. So I was working when my family celebrated.
Right.
I just kind of kicked it with my grandma.
Well,
but it was chill.
Cool.
I got a $50 bottle of whiskey from my parents for Christmas. So that's
hell yeah.
Kilbrin.
Yeah.
Kilbrin.
Oh,
not bad.
Kilbrin.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Let's not do that.
It's,
I will not spelled
go
easy.
The same way.
Do not go gentle into that good night. I just want to share this. This was just thrown out in members chat. And
oh, nice.
Jesus.
Yeah,
oh.
That's awful.
Thank you.
Yeah. My childhood is destroyed.
Yep, that's awful. And some person asked how I grew a full beard in a week. Some person I've kind of been growing this beard for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were in the chat yesterday for both the happy hour hangout and topicless. I've had this beard for a while.
I'm just gonna start calling you Egg Shen.
Egg Shen.
Big Trouble.
Big
yes.
Trouble in Little China. What we need you to do the finger twist, like the curly Q at the end of it.
I don't know that I can actually do. Yeah, it doesn't. Doesn't really do that.
You could do it if you tried hard enough. It's fine.
Oh my god, we were watching. I think it was season 7 of Perry Mason, like the original black and white show. What I love Perry Mason. I grew up watching it. It's so good. Raymond Burr has such charisma. Now I know how he pulled all that Hollywood boy ass. Anyway, so we were watching it, and the guy who plays Lo Pan in Big Trouble in Little China, you know, the really skinny old dude.
Yep.
He was young, and in season 7 of Perry Mason, it was amazing.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was super trippy because he has the exact same, like his voice didn't change at all. It's not like it got deeper or, you know, gravelly or anything. Like it's exactly the same. And so he speaks and I was like, "Oh, that's weird coming out of that body." Like, hold on. Oh,
Yeah,
that's the same guy.
he was like an office manager, like of a dead guy, of like a guy who died in the episode, and you're like, you're the villain, aren't you? Spoiler, he was not.
Oh, nice.
Nope.
Guess I'm never
He was
watching
on the
that
good guy
now.
side.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say who the killer was.
This is true.
This is true.
It was the clown. Okay, so
It's always the clown.
Or the
all
butler.
you protests.
15 minutes of catch up for us not streaming for a couple weeks. That's probably sufficient.
We streamed 3 days ago, ma'am. This is a Wendy's.
I'm saying Dice Dames and Dudes douchebag. Should we do the last time? Since
Oh my God.
I can't remember yesterday, so I really don't remember last time.
Is there any girls there? What the fuck?
Oh
Okay.
my god.
All right. So,
We're a well-oiled machine.
last time on Dice Names and Dudes, the party rested as the universe tried to tell each one of them something. Kronos had a prophetic dream about a structure made of dark crystal and an altar with a black gem on it that cracked as he held it in his hands. Dis
Ooh.
was given a task and asked for help by her patron. She was told there would be a moment in the future she would have to make a hard choice, a choice that could shape the future in one way or another. Bryn was gifted a chance to create something from nothing by birthing her deity into the heavens with the blessing of the greater cosmos, turning her faith she held in Skegold and the skills she developed as a tattoo artist into a tangible relationship between deity and a disciple. The party woke and spent some time creating spells, poisons, and some last-minute upgrades to their gear before preparing for a 10-day round-trip voyage into dark space. The party hopes to find any advantage they can against the abyssal chaos machine known as Manos. And that's essentially where we last left off. You guys had some contact with Brute Dynamics as well, and were given 3 planets where they wanted to sort of meet with you if you could make it to their galaxy. Let me see. They're called, I think, Lanu, Arheim, and what was the other one? Drekavak. The one is Drekavak is a harsh jungle world with orcish hunting grounds on it, and there's a Brute Dynamics facility there where they want to meet. There's also Arheim, which is a frozen world with a massive Brute Dynamics satellite burrowing into the surface, which you guys did some recon kind of into their systems last episode and found that they're mining there for something that has to do with Magitech, that some mineral that will help them
It's like
essentially
an
create-
alloy or something like that.
Yeah, they're looking for something.
Unobtainium.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's actually more of a crystal that they melt down and combined with stuff to make sort of like the wiring components for the arcane
Ooh.
Magitech.
We should destroy their satellite, settle there, and then sell it to the rest of the galaxy slowly over time, or
Well,
corner
it's-
the market.
Not really a planet you'd want to settle on, but you could mine that stuff. Yeah, it's like well below freezing on the surface of the planet.
Yeah, elves don't get cold, do they?
Yeah, they do. Elves freeze pretty fast, actually. It would take Bryn longer to freeze.
I'll just wrap
Yeah.
myself in Britain. It's fine.
I got that cold resistance.
And then the other planet was a desert planet with pockets of oasis and sort of big sandstorms. There was some sort of giant sculpture, or what is also said to be like a dead titan on the world. But it's actually a pretty good world in terms of biome. It's livable. Same as Drekavak. Drekavak is livable. One is a dinosaur
Drekava.
world, and the other one is a desert.
I hope it's pistachio flavored. Some person comes out with some of the most interesting puns and comments during this show, I swear.
It's like baklava, but Draklava.
It's
Dracula
Drekavak,
planet.
Yeah, but didn't you say that the sandworms were like a cross between like Dune sandworms and like the worms of Saturn from Beetlejuice?
No, I said they're more like the ones from Beetlejuice. They're not as enormous as the ones from Dune are.
I don't want to live on a planet with claymation worms. That's all I'm saying. Stop motion claymation
Do
worms.
they have the two mouths? No,
Two mouths?
No, they're just smaller sandworms, like
No,
purple
the
worms.
sandworm on Beetlejuice, when he opened his mouth, a little sandworm came out and opened his
Yeah.
mouth.
I'm even scareder now.
Do you not remember that?
No, I just remember the one head. And him riding it at the end. Or someone riding it at the end.
That's Dune. We were talking about Beetlejuice.
She
Yeah,
rides. Well, no, she rides it in at the end on Beetlejuice too.
Yeah, to eat
Oh, yeah.
Beetlejuice.
He banishes her, and then she rides it in and eats Beetlejuice, and that's how they
To save the day.
send him back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's dead squared and ends up in the office with the tiny headed hunter. And the witch doctor.
Anyway,
Whose number
That's-
he steals.
that's the breakdown of Beetlejuice, which is not what we're playing. Thank you for
Damn it.
doing Our TED Talk.
I segued.
So we got a jungle planet, a desert planet, and a frozen planet.
Yeah, and then you guys had done some scans, but I had like for more stuff out there, but I had to essentially make some stuff and then roll some planets of my own. I just didn't want to do it on more time because we had already gone over, I believe.
I just didn't want to do it that
Oh
day.
yeah, no, we were. I think we were over last time.
So one of
that's
the
right,
planets,
by a lot. Yeah.
this you were scanning for the Skegold constellation that was put into the sky, and you found the sort of the location where it is and where the heart would be. The system there is actually referred to as Altalus, which means fearless. So it's like a Goliath word for fearless, and it's some kind of like a lost world. The only notes is that they're in the Goliath lore. It was supposedly the home of the giants, but it hasn't really been explored or claimed by any of the companies or anything like that. It's sort of just one of those planets that's left out there. There was also one called Quay Prime, which has a lot of moons. It's the moons are livable, but the planet is like this very dense planet with heavy gravity. And then
Nice.
Nichiga I rolled, which is another Minotaur world, but this is one that has become part of the food trade with their rare meats. And so getting real food in this galaxy is actually relatively hard unless you're rich or you happen to be in the Outlands, which is where you guys rolled and are coming out. So you guys are lucky in that fact. But most of the world eats like soy, bug product, and tofu type stuff like that.
There you go.
That
No.
mimic other foods. Yeah, it just mimics other foods. If you want the good stuff, you got to get to the high scale restaurants where all the people in the corporate echelon get to have their food.
Luke, we're living off your food replicator for a while.
Right?
I'm gonna eat my while we talk.
Bug meat. We get to eat bug meat.
Fuck that. I will not live in the pod, I will not eat the bugs, and I will be happy.
You will touch grass.
That's right.
Aww.
Kitty cat.
Who's
And
going
then,
for my food?
He is a
Uh-huh.
sweetheart. He actually
Oh, nice.
responds when you call his name.
Awesome.
It's the first cat I've ever seen that actually does that.
All of mine.
Oh, yeah, I've seen plenty of cats do that. It's whether they choose to or not. You know. If they like you well enough, they will.
I forced him to love me, so now we're good. Okay.
Cats
sorry,
are
Woodrow.
awesome.
You got run over because I picked up a cat. I'm very sorry.
It's all good. The last one is Ligaria. It's sort of like near one of the edge of dark space, and it's sort of looked at as a sort of like how the Bermuda Triangle and other places like that are looked at here on Earth. It's things go missing there, but the planet is relatively nice. It's kind of Earth-like. It's got multiple diverse biomes, many beautiful spots, dangerous areas, volcanic activity, similar to Earth, but it's just sort of like a Bermuda Triangle. Lots of signals and stuff get lost there, shit like that.
So, that's where we're calling home. Got it. It's
well,
a
anybody that
mysterious
comes looking
place.
for us will get lost. So.
Exactly. Well, there's probably some space-time weirdness or something.
More than likely.
It's a mirage.
It's a mirage. No, it's in different parts of the galaxy.
It's so one of the fun things is setting up false like sensor readings of like this really nice place to go visit, and you basically just lure ships in, and it's not really there, and just kick their asses and take their shit every time someone comes knocking. So
yeah, it's like a hallucinatory terrain spell, or you can do it through like hacking, right? Like set up a fake data grids where people think something's there, and then they go there, and it's not. It's just a trap.
Mm-hmm. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Sorry, I'm eating chocolate-covered cherries that aren't as good as my other chocolate-covered cherries.
I'm sorry, I got you the wrong brand. Shit.
They taste weird.
I made sure my mom got the right brand because I fucked up so many times. I'm not a cherry cored person. Apparently, there are good ones and then meth ones, and I keep buying meth ones.
Queen Anne's.
Queen Anne's, yeah, those are the classics. Those are the ones that
Yeah.
my dad and I used to enjoy when I was a kid.
Those are the ones that I can't find anywhere because I can find Queen Anne's coconut, I can find Queen Anne's vanilla, I can find Queen Anne's dark. I cannot find
I like the
Queen
dark
Anne's
chocolate
milk
ones.
chocolate anywhere.
See, I prefer the dark chocolate ones.
That's
They
why
even
you're
do.
a
They
communist.
even do blueberry ones.
Yes, I've seen them. That's why you're a
They're
communist.
so good.
Are
Oh,
they?
fuck off. Yeah, they're really
Wait,
good.
Is it blueberry with the cherry still inside? Or is it
It's
with
blueberry inside instead of cherry.
Ooh.
Yep, I've only
I
had
might
them
like
once,
that.
but they were really good.
That's it. Continue playing the game. I'm going to Sam's Club website and I'm ordering this shit.
Yeah, so you guys will have. I'll link you a list of these planets if you want to think about that. But that is something to think about. is where
Okay, cool.
exactly you're
Because
gonna-
I was gonna have to go back and write down a list because I was trying to
Oh.
keep a list and yeah.
It's all good. I'll give you guys a little list with a little tiny explanation of the planet next to it and stuff like that.
All right, cool.
But yeah, you guys have a 5-day trip to and a 5-day trip back to this derelict space station, Alsteroth, out in dark space. And you guys did make some poisons. I put the poison on your sheet. I think. Did you want to make an inhale or a contact? I couldn't remember because it's on there as a contact, but you can put a note that it's inhale if that's what you wanted to make. I couldn't remember which one you had said.
It was an inhale because
Okay.
I have an injury poison, but I wanted one that I could conceivably like disperse at somebody or maybe put in the head of an arrow or something like that to
Like if someone had, like, let's say Kronos is they're immune to damage.
Yeah, that or basically just to give us a little bit of extra time.
With the filters that are on people's shields, like personal shields, will an inhale actually work?
If it's like your military shields that you guys have, no. But if it's something that doesn't have it, it's not shielded like that, yeah, it would.
Okay.
Because we can go into space with our
Yeah.
So anyone in like a space suit that's functioning, that yeah, or a military power armor, it would be their shield would have to be broken, which you guys can hack and turn off, like quick hack and abruptly stop people's shields. So if Kronos, you stop
Nice.
someone's shield, Disc could shoot that arrow in and blow up the the little cloud of smoke, and you could work in tandem like that.
Cool.
But yeah, you're
All right.
right. Shields will block that if they're like military grade or space travel type, like you guys
Okay.
have.
Yeah, but if it's just like grunts hanging around, I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Little jobbers.
especially if it can be like dispersed into a small area of effect.
In the vents of a small room.
That too. That too.
Yeah,
It's
but
intruder
turning it into
countermeasures.
Basically
Turning it
Dutch
into
oven
an
them
area-
in a cloud of poison.
Oh my god.
would
Go
take
ahead.
more uses than one.
Yeah.
Because one use is for just a little 5 foot for one person. But if you wanted to make it bigger, I would let you combine them, sort of like you do with grenades, to make a bigger area and more damage. Except it would just be an area of effect with the condition, which is really strong.
It is. It
It's
is.
really powerful.
By the way, Shay, in the private chat, there's a link to everyone who sells Queen Anne's cherries.
Okay, I don't care. Christmas is.
You motherfucker!
I don't know. Seems like
But-
you brought it on yourself.
You're so
so-
mean.
If there's anything else you guys wanted to do before heading out into dark space, you have all the resources here at your base to do so. Or you can start that 5-day journey through a section of space you've never been in.
God, I'm so.
Oh
worried.
boy. Hmm.
I'm worried.
About.
The way he phrased that. Now we're gonna get out there, and I'll have forgotten underpants or something.
Well, I'm sure Murphy's Law exists even out in space, so yes. The inevitability of forgetting something whenever you go on a trip is, just one of those things. That is a little loud.
Your face is a little loud.
Yeah, and
Oh, Jesus.
There. That's what you get.
that's better. It's not pumping in my ear quite as loud.
That wasn't the music. Anyway.
Yeah, it was. I can tell by the levels of annoyance.
I'm not saying a word.
That's all right. You don't have to. Just know I hate you.
I think I have that written down somewhere. Luke hates me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good.
Uh,
Good.
So,
Never forgets.
what's our tech guy? Bach.
Bach.
Yeah, Bach.
Yeah.
See, I remember names. It only took 61 episodes. Shut up, Luke. Make sure he stays in communication with us in case we receive any other messages or oh my god, it's a trap, or any of that. Do we have anyone actually working on anything, Kronos?
You have everyone working on everything.
Yeah.
You have all the
Uh,
engineers upping the defenses of the space station. You have Bach
Yep.
working on searching for Manos, and then Perry's out in the universe searching for a resurrection spell and a way to cure his lichdom. And
Hey, would
Zach-
True Resurrection do that? Oh, we're dropped, I think.
kill the Thul off from the galaxy. Something.
What? We
Wow.
missed like half of that.
One
Yeah, I
more
don't know.
second.
I didn't hear anything.
Space trip.
Just
Don't
wait
lose
for
your
it.
towel. What's up, mine?
Woodrow, blink twice if you can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you. What did you? What didn't you hear? What part?
To cure his lichdom, and then you came in at the very end of what you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you have everyone doing stuff because you also have Zalman trying to create a biological poison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for the
To kill the Thul off. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well that sounds like a lot.
Okay.
Do we want to bring anyone with us?
Do we need to bring anybody with us? I mean, is there anybody that we can bring with us that's not currently working on something? Because
I'm pretty sure that extra assassin we had.
Yeah. She usually goes on your ship with you.
all
She's
right.
usually on your ship, guarding your ship with Enar and Frog Knight.
Enar, that's the name I was trying to think of the other day.
You forgot Enar?
I did. So I was joking with Shay the other day, and I'm like, instead of being like related to this and Bryn, I'll just be like Enar's daughter. But I couldn't remember his fucking name to finish the joke, and I couldn't ask what's your Yeti's name because that would spoiled it. So there you go. There's the joke.
That's the joke.
It landed well.
Yes, that was definitely a resounding thud.
Yeah, yeah. They can't all be winners.
Nope.
I mean, can at least one be.
So anyway, we're yeah, I guess it's time for us to fly out. I think I'm gonna aerosolize that poison and just use it on Bryn repeatedly until it's all gone.
Just
She likes being stunned and paralyzed so fucking much.
Wait, what is I? So R is resistant. What's I?
Immune.
immune.
Immune. Okay.
What are you
I'm
immune to
immune.
now?
Paralyzed and restrained.
Ah,
So.
you're not immune to poison.
Yeah, I believe it's paralyzed and restrained from magical sources because it's the ring that does that, I believe.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's Wings of
So-
Valkyrie.
Yeah, so I think poison would still actually work, I believe.
Let's
Have to read it
try.
again.
How many uses of
Let's
this do I
not,
have?
though. Let's not do that. Let's not be an asshole.
Why stop now? All right. Can anyone think of anything else before we go? Because we need to just get a move on. Because Woodrow's getting bored. He just messaged me.
No, I didn't. You lie. You
I think it was
liar.
like,
Side
no, you
just
will not
making
put
shit
that on
up.
me.
Lies and slander.
Where is there she is.
No, I can't think of anything else.
All right, so
Me either, and I'm sure this
Yeah.
isn't going to bite us in the ass.
Oh, I'm sure
you
it
guys
isn't.
have made all kinds of poisons and potions and
Well, I got my 3 Cyclops potions, so I'm good there. Oh, the arcane spellcraft, create the Thunder Slam.
Yeah.
Did I
You
do
did
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Essentially, the way you did it is, or the way it works is, you can cast Thunderstep, but now because you've time dilated the spell, you can choose when the explosion goes off, either at the beginning like normal or when you show up.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Hey,
And it
look,
doesn't hurt the person that you take with you if you do it after. Like, so yeah, they're immune to the damage.
I've
Excellent.
miniaturized the death ray, and now it's part of my eye.
Wow.
Yes. So now we both have eye things.
Right on. So just back and just shooting everybody. All right.
Yes. I can only do it a little. You can do it indefinitely. I can use it once.
Well, I mean, I've got 3 potions, and once I take one of those potions, it's got 3 charges that I can use. So, or at least for the big, the big gun portion of it.
Yeah, I can 16d6 once a day. Well, I can also 10 or 13d6 once a day. But then I can't do my psychic scream.
Yeah. So that's one target with a lot of damage, or a good amount of damage to a bunch of targets. So that's your choice.
Oh, I can target multiple things? That doesn't say that.
Well, with your psychic scream, that's what I'm saying. You have to choose. Do you want to hit a bunch of things, or do you want to hit one
I
thing
gotcha.
really, really hard?
It's
Well-
nice to have that flexibility, I got to say.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's almost like
I
it's
can
going to
throw
come in
an
handy.
axe.
You can
Bitch,
Also
you
helpful.
got meteor.
That's
I know,
also
but it's
helpful.
funnier if I make it sound like that's all that I got.
It's like I can summon and bind celestial beings to my service and trap them in a magical circle forever.
That's all. MBT.
I mean, also helpful.
Oh,
All right, what are we doing?
We're leaving.
I guess we're heading out.
Good.
All right. So you guys essentially pack up on your ship. Esra and Frog Knight and Enar the hounds, they're all on the ship with you. And Silvar.
and
you guys-
Sassafras, whatever her name is.
Does that wait? Is
Ezra.
Silver's with us? Is Frog as well?
Yeah, Frog Knight, he's with you. Yeah, Frog
Okay.
Knight, Silvar, Esra, the Enar, and the hounds.
Frog Knight has like a recharge station in the engine room.
Yep. So after like about 4 to 5 hours on the ship in planar travel, like in the planar drift, the sensors begin to indicate subtle changes in the space around itself. And these are just the passive readings that a ship takes. These aren't the long-range sensors. Those aren't passive. Those are what you manipulate to search for things. But these are sort of just a basic reading what's around the ship within their range. It starts to begin to explain a phenomenon as ethereal thickening. It's like this place, or the space belongs to not just the material, but also somewhere else. It sort of has a resistance to it, like water or thin oil. As the ship enters dark space, you can kind of see the readings go over Dish, you can see them in your head because you're psychically connected to your ship. And Kronos, you can see them on your sensors from your ship too, from the seat as well.
We're flying through Astroglide, people.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't see much outside without turning like lights on to beam out, but it just seems like a pitch blackness. And then yeah, so that starts the beginning of 5 days travel from this point to Alceroth Station. So you guys do have a little bit more downtime.
Did we tell them we were coming, by the way?
Well, this isn't brute dynamics. We're chasing down the Manos signal again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys are going to like 25 light years into dark space to try and see what this Manos signal is doing, or if you can get any sort of advantage on Manos to find them or anything like that.
We should call Brute Dynamics and have them meet us there. Be like, hey, for a
Yes,
good time.
go ahead and fly the 500 fucking million light years over here.
Not only that, they've literally said that they can't get out of their galaxy and fly into dark space. Every time they try, ships disappear, which is something they've stated to you, why they're so excited that you've contacted them. So I don't understand how they would be able to do that.
Also
We'll draw on the
that.
map.
So
I'm
not
of the
how this
firm
works.
belief that their universe didn't go that far until we got here. They're just flying into nothing.
Mhm.
Like that Star Trek episode where the universe was shrinking.
during the 5 days of travel, you take your long rests or your trances, Dis. Kronos,
Yes.
when you wake up from your rest, you're still rested. It's not necessarily uncomfortable, but there's almost this feeling of like, it's similar to both when a scab is ready to come off, or like after a sunburn when your skin sort of begins to peel. There's almost that like itch or that like want to pull your skin off. It's a really weird. It's a really weird sensation. But you do
Interesting.
notice it when you wake. It goes away relatively fast. It's not like it bothers you all day. It's just when you wake up, it's just this irritant that slowly goes away. And yeah, not sure what that's about, but
It's cabin fever.
I've spent so much time on my ship. I don't get cabin fever anymore.
It's
There's
jungle
always
fever.
something to do. Yeah, no, it's not.
after
Jesus.
after the 5 days and waking up feeling that sensation, Bryn, when you wake up from your rest, you actually feel a new sense of belonging after your experience with I just forgot his name now.
The guy in
Vesemir,
the meat
right?
hall.
Isn't that his name? Vesemir? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've made so many names; they're all starting to blur into one now.
I
But,
know.
After that experience,
That
you sort
guy.
of, yeah, you feel almost at home with the thought of Skeggold being real and tangible, and you along with it, even though you have been for a while, but there was just, with the origins and how it was all explained to you, there's been this sort of etherealness to your existence that you no longer feel at all. It's pretty much gone. There's a warmth inside that you haven't felt before. And with this, your trances are sort of, there's a little bit of anxiety in them, which is something that's kind of new. You keep going over the thought of this choice, and do you want to be dedicated to a patron that is going to call you away at some random time? Are you going to deny that choice, or are you going to go with? And depending, obviously, how it plays out, time will tell. But that weighs on you in your trances, so you have sort of like this anxiety in a trance that you've never had, but you still get your rest perfectly fine. There's no negative consequence to it other than that. But then eventually the sensors pick up something in dark space, and you're starting to hit a debris field that is sort of centralized around the what's left of the Osteroth station. As the ship moves in, you can hear little like pings and tings of things hitting the hull and bouncing off into space.
Can we turn on the lights now?
Yeah, you can.
Or like do an active scan?
Yeah, so active scanning is actually really hard. With the ethereal thickening, the radio waves are not penetrating out as far as they normally would. But when you do ping, you get Osteroth Station, the debris field. There's not a lot of power on it, but there are sections that have power. And as you're sort of scanning, Kronos, these scans line up with what you have on yours, where this signal is coming from. One of the powered parts of the station is sort of this hub of where this signal is coming from. But as you turn the lights on and sort of look, there's a weird effect. It's almost like when you turn your lights on in fog, to where there's like a reflection, but there's nothing there. So the light only penetrates out to about 30 feet, and then it's just a wall of pitch blackness. And as you're sort of looking through the cameras on the outside of the ship, every now and then you'll see like a piece of metal or scrap come in and hit the hull, or bounce off it. And then eventually you'll see a body of an elf sort of come out of the wall of darkness and slide along the hull of the ship. Yeah. And then another one, and then more debris, and then at some point hundreds of bodies. You're just going through a mess of bodies and debris. At some point, though, go ahead.
What kind of elves are these?
These are void elves. There's other people too. There's different. There's like lizard folk. There's Dwemer every now and then, and the random human, Goliath, stuff like that. But it is mainly elves. But you can see different species. This is sort of like a trade station. And then it gets to a point where you could spend hours and hours and hours disintegrating parts, like 10-foot cubes of this space station debris, to try and get your enormous gargantuan ship in there. Or you guys can depart in Kronos's ship and sort of fly deeper into the debris of this space station to try and find this powered section. So
I have a quick question. My 90 foot of seeing through darkness, does that get past the 30 feet of darkness, or is it still just 30 feet and then darkness?
Your seeing through darkness sees through magical darkness, right?
It's blind sight, so let me see here.
Oh, so then you would sense things coming in through the wall before they do with your blind sense or whatever, but it wouldn't change much in terms of what you could sense, because it's still only 90 feet out from your ship.
So the blind sight is 60 feet, and then dark vision is 150.
But that's normal dark vision. That's not like devil sight or anything that lets you see magical darkness. You have true sight on your eye that you can pop up and stuff like that. But
so this is a magical darkness that's there, right?
We don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Dis's abilities are, so I can figure out what they can see.
So dark vision can see in the dark within the radius. I can't discern colors, only shades of gray, but I can see in dim light as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light.
Yeah, then you still can't see into this darkness with that ability. But with your blind sight being 60 feet, you can kind of sense a little bit past.
You're
past the wall of darkness. Before things are going to like penetrate and you visually see them, you can kind of sense them. And it sort of gives you like a little, like a weird sensation, but you don't get much more since it only goes out to like 60 feet. Let's see. Kronos. Oh yeah, you do know that there's sort of with the ethereal thickening, there's sort of a crossover here. You're not sure what it's crossing over. It's the the quote unquote material plane that you're on, mixing with some other plane. You're not exactly sure which one it is. You'd have to search and investigate to try and figure that out.
Yeah. By the way, I'm gonna elbow Kronos in the ribs gently and be like, you got those goggle things?
Yeah, I'm looking to see. I mean, I see invisible creatures and objects 60 feet as if they were visible. I can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent. So when I look at this darkness with my goggles, what happens to it? Does it stay there?
So you don't penetrate the darkness, but in the
fucking 5-year-old.
Sorry, Charlie Murphy. But what you do see is
darkness.
But what you do see is there's a weird, like that film, that thickness that's being sensed. It's almost like you can see it, and as you're like kind of focusing in, it's almost like it notices you seeing it, and it's like almost like these tendrils or like worms sort of pull away from the space where the light is, sort of essentially where you can see your field of view. These sort of things, or this thing, ethereal thing, sort of pulls out of view, so you can kind of see like these ghostly tendrils. And at first you thought, because when you went into the ethereal site, it almost blended in with like the fog-like reflection of the lights and that the feed was giving you. But when you open the viewers and like use your physical eyes, once it focuses and you realize what you're seeing, it's almost like it realizes, it sees you back and sort of pulls away.
It's a giant squid. It's a giant ethereal squid. Shoot it in the eye.
Do not like this. This is no thank you.
Is it that brain thing?
Didn't we run into something? Go ahead.
Give me an insight check, Kronos, to see, because I know what you're thinking of. So go ahead and give me an insight.
17 plus 14, Si. Help me out.
31.
Thank you. 31.
So it's definitely not the what was it called? It was like they're like ethereal, like whales or whatever that guy was hunting, and you guys ran into like a Skyphosa.
I remember.
Yeah.
Storm, which is like ethereal jellyfish that feed off of electrical impulse and dream and brainwaves. You guys ran into one of those. This is not that. Those are from the ethereal plane, but they sort of come from the ethereal to the material. You're in a space that's crossed over, so you're effectively in both two places at once here.
So we're in a liminal space.
Yeah. And what you're seeing is probably not a creature, it's probably the environment of the space you're in itself has some sort of sentience to it, maybe, or it reacts to sentience in some way. You're not exactly sure, but you know for a fact this isn't what you thought we're thinking it was.
Okay. Well, it's definitely not a
much bigger than
Skyphosa. This is
At least in the sense that you thought that you said it was. Bless you, baby.
Yeah. At least it's not like the one that we ran into. Getting the idea that it might just be this area of space. We're in a liminal space. We're in an in-between space. So
can we come out of the in-between?
I don't. Well, that's the good question. Like, if we go to the station, is it going to take us into a different part of space? That we're going to go completely into the ethereal, or is it going to stay liminal space? I'm afraid the only way to find out is to get in the ship and fly over there.
I'm reading the rules on ramming.
Well, it is ethereal, so it's probably
which usually means intangible.
When has that ever stopped Dis from attempting something.
From trying to use a boat or ship to run something into,
Yeah.
ram.
Oh, we still have the boat.
Fine.
So
Oh my gosh.
No, we don't. We dismantled
No.
it and turned it
We
into something
dismantled
else.
Get rid of that forever.
turned
we
it into
took
your-
the enchantments off of it, but we still have the boat itself.
I
No.
don't think we do.
No,
I think
it
you are
destroyed.
incorrect.
It was destroyed when you made your little ship.
Damn
now,
it!
which isn't frictionless. Ha ha ha.
It was
Fuck you, Dis. No,
nice-
I'm just kidding.
Nice try.
I want a frictionless starfighter now.
You're in space. Of course it's frictionless.
Well, look,
What
He's
what is
just-
there to
hold on.
friction?
he's describing how we're thickening and going through
Mm-hmm.
jelly. So I don't want to hear your bullshit about frictionless not mattering, because it would matter a hell of a lot right now.
Well, the ship is nicely lubed. It's appropriately lubed, so
Oh
travel's not
my.
too.
That just doesn't sound right.
Okay, Luke,
Yeah.
do you want us all to go? I'm sorry, Kronos, do you want us to all to go on your ship? Or would you rather we take the starfighter and meet you there?
Doesn't that's purely up to you.
Okay, that will
If
be
you
our
want to fly
escape
your
plan.
ship over there, that's fine. If you would,
Well,
if you'd rather not ride in my ship and you want to pilot your own ship over there, that's completely fine.
Who do you want to be
I
your
will-
co-pilot, Kronos?
I'll
this
take Frog
Starfighter.
Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I didn't want to co-pilot your ship anyway. I only have a plus 11.
You have to.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't. We're leaving this ship and going with him because our ship won't fit. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what.
We can't take the the big Star Cruiser. We've got to Isn't your ship around your neck as a necklace anyway?
Yes,
Okay, so
we are taking it with us. I agree. This is escape plan.
I fail to see the point of this conversation.
I get in Luke's ship.
All right then.
Frog Knight
Jesus
goes in to watch
Christ,
the
that
ship
was-
when you get off, make sure nothing goes wrong there. And
So
you
who are we
guys depart.
leaving in charge, Bryn? Enar and Silver.
And
Why
Ezra's
not?
there too.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Put the
Ezra's
defense.
should be coming with us.
Do you want her to
The
come with you guys?
assassin.
The assassin, yeah. I don't see why we shouldn't have an assassin as backup as we're going into like an unknown space station.
Another assassin as back. Thank you.
No, just the one.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate
Bryn, like, feel free to smack this bitch with your axe. I mean, damn.
I don't want to potentially dent the axe.
All right,
Very
but
hard-headed.
I'm talking to Enar. All right, when we leave though, lock up tight and turn on the electrification thing and seal everything real good.
And Enar just looks at Dis with a really look and is like, like done
Don't
this before.
whiz on the electric fence.
Yeah, that too. Good safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
That's actually really good advice for Enar though, because he probably doesn't realize that.
And
part.
and the Hellhounds.
the Hellhounds are bad.
A great
We
game
leave.
from Blammo.
We leave.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll take my ship over. We've got Frog Knight and the assassin chick coming with us, and Enar and Silvar are watching Dis's ship. Correct.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. So
Should I ride on the roof again? Like that first time?
Right on the roof. Totally not a ship.
It's a bus.
Ride on the. Do you want to co-pilot or?
Whatever.
all right. So Kronos,
Oh my God!
go ahead and since this,
Kronos resists the urge to open an airlock and boot Dis out of it.
17
Well, the ship's so
plus.
small, it would take you all. That's probably what's making you not do it.
Yep. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Just
At
hovering.
least
over
the
button like
cockpit
that.
space. I mean, I could. Yeah. Anyway.
So give me a piloting check as you depart from the ship, and you begin to fly into the derelict space station, because it starts to get pretty tight. And you see similar things. You start to fly through sections of halls that are sort of broken in half, and mess halls and stuff like that. And you get to
23.
a section. 23. All right.
Yeah. Oh, and that was I didn't see size assessed, so I didn't. That's just what I got normally.
23 is good enough. They're rolling higher than that wouldn't really do much in this situation. So, yeah, Dissy looking out from the ship as Kronos drives. You guys see, the different bodies, the different debris, sort of the same thing coming through this wall of darkness, and eventually, out of the wall of darkness, you guys see this section of the space station that is sort of ripped into pieces, and there's these double doors that are sort of malfunctioning that has a enter sign on top that's like flickering, and the door sort of partially opens to about a fourth of the way and then goes to try and shut but doesn't shut all the way, and then tries to open to the fourth, and it's sort of like stuck in that repeating process of trying to close and or open. And it seems like this is one of the powered areas, or the main powered area, where the Manos signal is coming from. The Kronos signal. I just gave away my ending. I'm just kidding.
I know. Manos is really Kronos.
Well, shit. Story's over.
Yep. No, but seriously, it's this is the
Pop my crystalline armor and I vacuum them all out into space.
I survive in space. Holding onto your
That's
luggage
all right.
rack.
You're off my ship and you can't get back to yours.
I'm holding your luggage rack. I grab the antenna.
Uh-huh.
nice.
I disengage the antenna and they float off.
No. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so
if this door is opening and closing, doesn't that mean it's open to vacuum?
well, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Is there atmosphere inside?
Not that you can tell.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, is this the space station that that blinked out of existence, that teleported, or at the beginning of the season, that Zalnan's brother was working on?
No, that so
Okay.
Was that a satellite?
That was the moon essentially. He was working on the moon
That's right.
gate, and the moon was moving around. But he also teleported. He teleported a section of a temple that you guys were investigating using a satellite that he was practicing the technology with, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was just a trade station that the elves wanted to go into space and get off the planet, or a section of them did. And so they created this space home. Out the edges of the galaxy.
You have airlocks on your ship, right?
Yeah.
The big part, not the van part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. All right.
We can just get
trade station.
We can swing around and point one at that double door. And if I can get a clear enough view, I can just go past the door and scout. Because Banff 90 and all that.
Then I'll meander the ship over and I guess go into a
Fly
parking
casual.
orbit. Well, just pull up parallel. I guess essentially parallel park to the the side of the space
Pull
station.
up to the curb and
basically.
All right, so
yeah, you appear as Kronos backs the van up to the door. You sort of see in and teleport into the space, and what you see is you're essentially in a hallway that leads to another double door that's powered but not opening or shutting. It seems to be shut and locked as far as you can tell.
okay. Let me see here. First of all, bonus action, I'm gonna grab my other me.
Oh, gotcha.
Just so that token isn't a waste. Is there any kind of network activity here or connection possible?
So there is. You can link up to whatever's going on here in with the psionic link. It is done through Elven tech.
It is an Elven space station, so yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
sense.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
So without, I'll connect but not hack yet, if that makes sense. If there's any kind
So
of
Yeah, you're just looking for access. You're just looking to see what's publicly ready on the
Yeah,
available
exactly.
on the yeah.
um,
So you still do need to check, just because you could trip sensors and stuff like that, alarms.
14 plus.
Be very, very quiet.
Dirty 20.
And was this use computer or wisdom save?
This was use computer.
Use computer. Okay, so a dirty 20 with the use computer. All right.
If you want wisdom, that's much better.
No, you're not going for root access. I was just curious. I wanted to make sure you rolled the right thing and didn't screw yourself. So, yeah, you essentially connect to just normal access of this grid, and the normal access seems to show things like camera feeds and door locks and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to be much here other than that. You can sort of open lock doors. You can't really get into any information. That all the information seems to be behind a secured node, but the sort of main you could like send messages using this system if you wanted to, stuff like that. But it doesn't seem that there's much in basic access. But was there anything specifically you are looking for?
I'm going to review the camera feeds in a second, but really quickly so a door and then a door makes me think that this might be a useful airlock. And I know that not everyone might be. I know that there could be a chance that there's something alive behind these locked doors. So what I'd like to do is investigate the first door I bamf through to see if it's mechanically jammed or if there's some way that I can fix what's wrong with it so that it can open and close normally.
Okay, so that would actually be an investigation check, or you could do just a straight engineering and start going right into it. If you're just trying to look, you could do investigation to diagnose if you want.
I think I'll investigate first since it's
Okay.
a really high stat of mine and my engineering sucks.
My engineering is plus 13, so, if you can send me a feed when you're ready to do that, I can help.
So a 16 plus 15 is 31.
31, right? So, yeah, it seems to be a mechanical failure with the station getting ripped apart. It seems like something got jammed, and you could unjam it with an engineering check. It is slightly complicated because you'd have to take some paneling off and actually get into the wall there. But it's something Kronos could do, or you could try to. You could attempt to do it as well. It seems like it's something that's intensive.
I'm going to stream my vision first of all to everyone at all times, but specifically, I'm going to get on the horn to Kronos so he can walk me through this and see what can be done. Because, like I said, then again, I mean, we're looking for bad people, so do I really care if they're exposed to the vacuum of space?
Well, I mean, if the door's not fully shutting anyway, it's already exposed to the vacuum of space.
No, there's a door. Yeah.
Ah.
The bottom door is the one that jams and opens and jams and opens. The top one is locked.
I see.
So I'm trying to fix the bottom one so that it can be closed completely.
Yeah.
After
And
we
if
get
you-
inside.
If you want to run more scans, Kronos, you can.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do
Dis
that.
has access, so through Dis's access, you can kind of start toying around if you want.
Okay. What do I need? Use computer?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
While he does that, I'd like to flip through the cameras.
Okay. So the cameras, essentially, let's see, let me close this.
Dirty 30.
Noise. Dirty 30, hell yeah.
Yeah, close all the enemy folders. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, the illithid too. Yeah.
Get rid of the illithid. All right. So what you see is there's multiple floors.
Holy
You guys
shit,
on the
that's
bottom
big.
floor.
Whoa.
Bottom
And
floor,
this is-
you see multiple hangars. There's a mess hall, these 4 glowing on portals. There are agents at these desks that you encountered before, but they're like sort of like these homunculuses that were constructed by Manos. They're sort of like agents from the Matrix. You see them typing away on keyboards and stuff like that. An interesting thing though is you see a section that actually does have atmosphere. A small pocket in here that does have atmosphere. Inside actually doesn't seem like it does. But here,
So the
you happen
rest
to
of
see-
inside, with the exception of this place, does not appear to have atmosphere, but this one does.
Yep.
I gotcha.
And then you see these agents here working on computers. And as you're flicking, you flicker into a sort of cell area where you see a Steve. You've seen this Steve before, maybe not his body, but a sort of a visage of him with your true sight, because your true sight was trying to show you who Manos was connected to, because you had saw that avatar or whatever, but it sort of showed you Steve because Steve was playing the character or whatever.
Steves.
And this one is hooked up to all sorts of fucked up like biomechanical things like that, like sort of similar to the way you had seen him flayed in that vision. He's sort of like not taken apart, but there's so many things hooked up to him that looks like it's going to take some work getting him off of it or out of there.
Does an insensate or unconscious person count as a willing creature? I'm just curious for future reference.
So if they're technically like not hostile towards you and you're trying to get them to safety, most creatures want to be safe. So there's a default willingness there with unconscious creatures. But if they were hostile towards you, it overrides that. But they have no idea. If you're just helping them, then yeah, they're most likely going to count as willing, unless there's some weird factor you're not aware of. But
like they're compelled to want to not leave.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's essentially what you see. Is you see these agents in different sections. There seems to be on the second floor above you. So if you go up these stairs that are next to you or into these elevators, there seems to be a room up here, but there's no camera that looks into this middle room. It seems to be sort of a secured area, and it's behind a locked door.
I'd like to basically download a map of this place.
Yeah.
Also, those red squares over on the left are really making me think of underneath Raccoon City and those fucking hibernation things from Resident Evil, where they kept all the experiments.
I wonder what's in there.
Yeah,
could you be right or could you be completely wrong? We will see.
That answer definitely leaves me feeling warm and fuzzy.
Right.
Yep, I'm totally not worried about them at all now.
Okay.
Kronos... Yeah, that's what you see though. There's 4 agents in the room above you, and then if you go up the stairs, there's another 6, and there's a locked room that you can't see into. It's the only place in this area you can't see. There's a medical facility, that place where he was locked down, and then there was like a living bed with all of these hangers as well. But that's about it.
Thanks, some person. I appreciate that.
The agents are in atmosphere, so they have to. No, they're not. They're just in vacuum.
Yeah, they're in they're constructs. They don't need to breathe.
Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Good.
The only atmosphere is the room is the cell room where Steve is.
Okay, so the rest of the entire station is just two
that
vacuum.
We know of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, as far as we can tell. Got it.
Yep.
It
So
appears to be.
Your shields will give you an hour to move around in here before you have to get back to your ship and essentially rest to restock them in fresh air.
Oh, they don't provide us with air. Interesting.
They do for an hour.
You know what?
It's not indefinite.
From now on, I'm keeping a scuba tank in the bag of holding for each of us.
Not a bad idea.
Shield refills.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just run a little hose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a straw sticking up out of a lake.
Yes. That.
Yes.
That would,
All right.
Of course, you would go with the most cartoon version possible of this, like the reed slowly moving. across.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess I fixed the door.
Yeah, this door will shut if you want it to.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we'll.
Also, the moment I stepped out of the ship, I'm starting a timer on my HUD for that hour.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose track of it.
Absolutely, it's a good idea. And
Yeah, you guys should start your own. Because mine's going
I'll
to be
do the
different.
same.
Start your own.
Well, when yours runs out, they know they've got like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I just get really close to Kronos and stick a little siphon.
Anytime Disc gets close to me, I push them away with the hilt of my scythe. Just get back. Get back.
I love this is how I see it. I see Dis trying to get close, like I'm gonna siphon, and then you just see real slow just moves side back. And then Dis is like trying
Get away.
like nope. Just constant slow pushing, and I'm
Get
just
back.
standing there watching this happen, just be like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand.
I
I don't even understand what's happening.
I now have a completely weird question that we have never asked before in these situations.
Okay.
Are there air vents on this space station?
Technically, yeah, there is air vents.
Well, I'm
Is
sure
there-
at one point it had atmosphere.
Are there air vents big enough for a small, tiny little elf
Small
to
woodland
get through?
creature.
If you want to give me an acrobatics check, you can climb into any of the adjacent rooms you want to.
I'm just
Oh,
looking to
here.
get into the ductwork to get around without having to worry about these fuckers in the next room.
Chronos.
So
Mhm.
you roll like a 33 stealth. You probably
Yes.
don't have to worry about it. But if you want to get to the air ducts, you can. It's an acrobatics check. Just squeeze in and move around and stuff like that. If you want to be silent, it's a stealth check on top of that.
Are these supposed air vents big enough for Kronos and Bryn, or is this
No.
okay?
This is you
There is-
squeezing to
there-
get in.
yeah. You would
Ezra
there would
can go
have to
with
be
you.
like industrial, like huge air vents for me to fit in, and yeah, even
I
larger.
was
vents
thinking
for
like
Bryn
the
to
air
fit in.
vents in like Aliens
Yeah, I was
or
gonna-
something like
Yeah.
that, or
I'm like massive, aren't I?
because that's
Yeah,
Aren't you a Goliath?
you're 7'6".
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I don't.
I can shrink you.
This is true.
I fucking swear! Stop trying to shrink me and put me in your pocket.
Listen, if you're gonna go do your John McClane thing, like have at it. But do we want to think about maybe is there the ability to lock this place down so we could put atmosphere in it? Does it have that ability? Was that something that you were able to glean when you did or that I was able to glean when I did my scans?
He did not indicate to me atmosphere controls. So.
Yeah, so atmosphere controls would be behind secured. Like they wouldn't just let anyone who logged in play
Right.
with their atmosphere.
Got it.
Why not? They don't apparently need it.
Okay, well,
And the reason
structural
doors-
integrity, we know that it's been torn apart, but there's obviously atmosphere in one room, so that leads me to believe that there is the ability to at least have certain parts of the rooms have atmosphere.
Ah, fuck.
So give me a use computer checks, Kronos.
I'm gonna hack.
Well, that's what Kronos is doing. He's using your access you got to try and dig deeper.
How dare you piggyback me?
31. 31.
A
18
31.
plus-
Okay.
yeah. 18
So
plus 13.
you get into the system and you're using basically a computer investigation check. Let me make a check because your first check was not too. Okay. Boom. So you're in the systems and you're looking for root access, which you get with a 30. So you're in what you said you're looking for atmospheric controls. You see those and you see that they've been tampered with, which it's strange.
That's
It
not good.
says it's been a long time since it's happened, but then you remember the whole thing with the stretching of the Big Bang and how it played with time. That
Right.
you assume these readings came from when that happened or around the time that happened, but they're telling you it happened a long time ago. So there's like this weird time dilation you're dealing with there. But you do manage to see that the room where Steve was sectioned off specifically to keep him alive. It seemed like when his vitals dropped, these homunculuses essentially used the system or were in the system trying to atmosphere that room and keep him alive. So they're actually working on keeping that room stable. It looks like there are leaks around here. So if you tried to pump atmosphere in, you might be able to get a little atmosphere going, but it's going to be leaking. It's not stable. So you could sort of turn the generators on to try and create atmosphere if you wanted to, but it wouldn't be as effective as you want.
Okay.
Small
So
sips.
would we be able to go maybe like room by room, like seal off a room with the doors, or something like that? Once we enter a room. Okay.
So go ahead and give me another investigation check if you want.
Okay.
While you're in the system, if you want to see sort of where the leaks are, what rooms you have to quarantine off, you might be able to do that and like shut a couple rooms and then build an atmosphere in the place.
Investigation or
room by
use
room.
computer?
This would be investigation.
Investigation. Okay, cool. I get advantage on that.
Me.
Nope, I'll take the 17. So another dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Yep.
So if you close off, is it 5, 6? Okay, if you close off hangar 6 and hangar 3 and don't go through those hangars, you essentially can
No
try
way.
to build an atmosphere in this place.
We're definitely
But
going through hangar 3 because I want to see what that truck is.
What you could teleport in there.
I'm
You
taking,
got your little bonus action BAMF.
I'm taking the truck
But why?
because we need it.
Do we though?
We're building a civilization here, Kronos. We're going to need tools.
Sure, because there will never be
Okay,
another truck
you-
to come across. And
Nope.
You are the D&D equivalent of a hoarder.
A hoarder, yeah.
Yeah.
You are such a hoarder. Every
I
fucking
want
thing
all
you
the
come across,
things.
like, we might need that later.
Alright.
I must save this paperclip. You never know.
So close off hangar 3 and 6.
Yep.
6. All right. Yeah. Then let's go ahead and close off
All right.
hangar 3 and 6.
And you didn't take a hide action in the computer system.
Ah,
which we
fuck.
Did go over last time.
Yep, totally forgot.
As you're taking your actions, the sort of, because there's a low Overwatch score for this as well.
Right.
You all hear over the intercoms. The door in front of you opens. It's no longer locked, and there's this sort of almost like decrepit voice that comes over the intercom, and it's also like staticky and roboted, similar to how when we start to lose the internet.
No.
It's like I was hoping you'd have been slaughtered when the Thule arrived. No matter. There is still more time, and the door opens.
There's not that much more time, man.
Does that sound like Manos?
It does sound like Manos, but it is like changed and older
Like a
and
janky sounding recording of Manos kind of thing.
It's like
Yeah,
that.
you sound a little rough there, bub. Don't worry. We're here to put you out of your misery.
It's like that Japanese guy at the end of Inception when he's been down there for 1 billion years and he's all crusty. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, no, I'll
I
just
punch
stick
him in
with
the
what
face?
Krona said.
Yeah.
Who, the old guy in Inception? No, he's not.
No, the decrepit sounding Manos.
We don't know where he is yet. Can we trace his signal?
Can we trace the signal so I can punch him in the face?
We'll get
Sure.
so.
I would really like to punch him in the face.
Kronos, give me a
Yes.
computer check if you want to figure out what this signal is or what
I
this
assist.
recording is.
All right. So use computer. Does Dis's assistance give me advantage?
Oh yeah,
Okay. So,
paid action.
I'll take the 13. 13 plus
27.
13. 26. 13 plus
Oh,
13. 26.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yep.
so this is what's known as like a AGIP, so an artificial general intelligence personality. It's a piece of Manos that's essentially in the system, controlling these homunculuses, and it's essentially as you're looking for it and you find it, you get this is the entity or whatever that has been searching more than likely for his the other part of him, to reconnect, but is lost and fragmented here in dark space and alone.
So this is spamware. This is Manos spamware.
Well, knowing its abyssal nature, you don't want to leave it around. It's definitely
I
a
mean-
piece
no.
of him.
You don't want to look. Anyone who's like, I'm just gonna leave spamware on my computer. Like, no, don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah. It's malware. This is
Yeah,
Manos
there we go.
malware. Yep. And so I
I
guess
just
we're
said
the
spam because
I guess we're the
annoying as fuck.
anti malware.
Nice.
You know what? I'm
We
gonna
have Vira?
assume. Yeah, we're Nortoning this motherfucker. So I'm
not
assuming
Norton,
he's gonna be up in that computer core-ish type area where there are no cameras.
Maybe.
I mean, I suppose that's possible.
Ooh.
You're gonna have
He's
to
in a
figure out-
janitor's closet. That's really a server room.
See, what you don't know is in this whole space setup, there is his mom's basement. And he's down there with a bunch of cheesy poofs. And a bucket. Because
Man,
South Park.
you're gonna be
Mom,
really mad when he
Matthew.
hurts you.
Bad. Yeah, what's the cheesy piece? Could you zoom out just slightly? Oh, nice and
No,
flowery.
you're not allowed to know things.
No, there's camera. There's camera.
No.
Okay, so what's his fuck is down bottom.
Oh, you're talking about the top floor.
Yeah, he's
right
on he's on the floor above us.
Oh, okay.
Well, Steve is. Yeah, that's
Okay.
floor 2.
Okay.
You have to go up either these stairs or into the elevator, which for just 2 floors would be weird.
Yeah, I also I don't trust elevators in something this derelict.
No,
like
no,
I'll
no.
take the stairs.
No. No.
Stairs suck.
So as soon as we walk into that room, those homunculi.
I'm not walking
are
into
going-
that room. I'm not walking into that room until I can answer the question of did they move when the doors opened?
No, they're just typing away at their little keyboards.
A couple grenades should do it, I think.
Yeah, you want to throw some grenades in? Go ahead.
Well, hold up. They're keeping that. I mean, I had the same idea, so I'm right there with you. Si.
Okay, but
Tess.
Woodrow was way too excited for us to just toss some grenades.
Yeah, I know. So
He's like, "Yeah, go ahead."
remember when we discovered that these homunculi are keeping that section of Steve alive?
We have 9 minutes until brain death.
Yeah, because it's definitely only going to take us 9 minutes to get up there to him. I'm sure.
That's a lot of rounds. Just Are you BFGing? Is that what that circle is?
I think that's
Yeah.
a grenade.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna
Diameter.
stealth. Kronos, you walk in there,
Oh,
and let's see
gosh.
what they do.
There you go.
That's actually not a terrible plan.
I know, and I came up with it. Isn't that crazy?
That's
Mhm.
I don't know what's happening. It's Bizarro Land.
Hold on, I have to get off this.
Horrendous.
You know,
No.
like
That was
no.
really bad.
Bad Bunny or whatever that was.
It was Filthy the Kid singing "Not What I Want."
That's actually a cool name.
Yeah, that's accurate. You are not what we want. to listen
That is entirely correct. Yeah, just save that circle, Woodrow. I know you're enjoying it. All right, so a stealth.
Okay. You know, you want to just toss a grenade in there and blow shit up.
So a 36, and I'm going to put myself at the top doors on the other side so I can watch the room while Kronos walks in.
Wait, these top
Like,
doors
go
over here
up,
on the
up,
bottom
yeah,
floor.
Yep.
this one.
Correct.
Okay, when you said top, I thought you meant you're going up. My bad. All right, so you're over here
Yes.
Oh, boom.
And stealth.
Going through the air duct.
in stealth, going to the air duct. As Dis begins to slide through the air ducts, you all just begin to hear.
It's metal armor. Shut up.
Yes! Oh my gosh, that is the most amazing sound effect ever.
All right,
Super stealth. I send a message through the telepathic link. Super stealthy, Dis. Good.
I bamfed there, you asshole.
Yeah.
So
Nope,
many-
Kronos,
nope.
The door
this
is
canon
open
now.
in front, and you assume Dis is somewhere in there because they disappeared, but you're not sure.
Right.
It's like, well,
All right.
let's hope that I don't die.
Fuck it. I will
Leroy!
walk in holding my my AK-47. And
You need to say the line if you're just gonna walk in with it casually, like propped up on your hip.
yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
No, you are here
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
to chew.
Bubble gum.
Oh,
and kick ass.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum,
There you go.
and I'm all out of gum.
There you go. I'm proud of myself for getting that reference before Luke. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm always like 5 steps behind all of your guys' fucking references.
I thought you meant ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Also a good one.
I like how everybody had their own, because in my head I was doing the Leroy Jenkins because that just seemed. But I was like, but if he's walking in, it can't be Leroy.
Yeah,
'cause
it
you
can't
gotta
be
run
Leroy
in
if
for
you're walking,
Leroy.
yeah. You have to have fried chicken.
Look at some person who wants to play Yahtzee.
Oh yeah. So yeah, when you walk in and you like sort of have this dramatic pose with your A&K,
Oh, please
and you
say
just
it.
look around,
Mm-hmm.
and they do nothing. Yeah.
Yes!
Okay.
They just.
Good.
They pay no attention to you.
all of that cool epicness in your entrance,
No.
and they don't even fucking notice. That's amazing.
No, I was kind of hoping that that's what they were going to do. That means that they're focused on keeping that little chunk of Steve alive.
Or
So
searching,
this-
yeah.
Or searching for something.
Probably searching for that other piece of Manos to reunite with this shitty version of Manos.
Don't not do that. That sounds like a bad.
Can I look over their shoulders at what they're actually doing?
Yeah.
I think I'll do that.
I was
As
actually
you
going
watch-
to ask you to do that.
As you watch, essentially, yeah, they seem to be searching similar to what you were doing when you were searching for the constellation. They're just, they're trying to hack into different satellites from different companies and ping the galaxy to try and find a very specific signal from Manos. But
Are they
seem to
looking
have
for the
no luck
same
so far.
signal of Manos that we're looking for?
Yeah,
Or that I've been
essentially.
looking- okay.
What's left of them? They're trying to find the main piece, just like you guys are. Except they want to reunite. You want to kill, destroy.
Yeah, we are seek and destroy. That's
I still want to make a visual record and electronic copy, something that exactly says what they're looking for, like through every detail, so that we can make sure that our looking for is an exact.
Yeah, if you,
You know
want
what
to
I
just basically, yeah, if you want to like sort of link the
I don't want to
ship
link
or-
anything. I know.
Okay.
just like in the first Avengers movie when Tony Stark puts that little bug thing on the
Yeah.
console and hacks in. Yeah, let's put
How
a little
about this?
thumb drive into the computer and
I have an
have
empty
it
data
feed us
pad.
information.
That I'm going to disconnect from our network.
Yeah, you could do that and just start downloading files onto it. Yeah.
I don't know about files. I don't want this chunk of Manos malware infecting our shit.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But yet you want information that is essentially a part of Manos.
Haven't
Yeah.
you learned Dis wants it all without any of the consequence?
I'm very careful in my let me gather intelligence because I don't want it to fuck us.
If you want to take
is why
very,
Brian
very particular notes for a while, but yeah, it's
Yes.
just going to take time. So how long do you want to sit there and wait with your hour ticking away?
Well, I mean, are they searching for a certain frequency that I could just jot down? Are they searching for a certain pattern? I mean,
So you don't know necessarily the exact signal they're looking for. You assume it's the one you're looking for, but all you see is them scanning different areas of the galaxy and coming up, not detected, not detected, not detected. They're scanning for something. That's all you can really see them doing over their shoulder.
so I
They
can
don't
see
have a giant
search, but not
Post-it
the
note that
parameters.
says-
Gotcha.
They don't have a giant
Alright.
post-it note that says this is what we're looking for.
Yeah,
Just
that's
post it
probably
up,
in their
they can just
head.
keep staring back.
Yeah.
into.
All right, so they didn't react when I walked in. So I closed the hangar 3 and hangar 6. So can we start sending in like an atmosphere? Will they allow that? Why am I about to go to Six Flags?
I don't.
The
What?
music?
No, it's great. It's fantastic.
This is
Get
good
on the
music.
bus, damn it.
Well, it reminds me of that Six Flags commercial.
Get
with
on the
old
bus
dude.
with the creepy old dude.
Yeah, no.
I'm going upstairs.
Sorry.
I like that song.
I know.
Thank you, Woodrow.
So, about that atmosphere.
About that atmosphere. I don't know.
Just because I don't want us to get stuck in the middle of, an engagement and suddenly, hey, hi, you're out of air.
Oh, I was all ready to be out of air. Did Woodrow drop?
No, he's moving me.
Oh. That's
Well, he's
right. He
good.
has a computer that's gonna train.
By the way,
Die.
Bryn might want to stealth before coming up those stairs.
How do I?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
There we go. Badly.
Broadcasting from a can.
Yep.
Sounds like your
Oh,
mic is
good.
under your desk or something.
Well, it probably deleted my mic. Hold on. That default one.
Is this your dick mic?
There you go. Yeah, that's the mic that I have.
Oh. Can't really hear you.
Whoa.
You can't hear me at all?
No.
Now
there we
we
go.
can hear you.
Now you're good.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay.
Much better.
Yeah, it switched from
Yep.
blue to my camera for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Every now and then it'll just be like, oh yeah, your mic's not plugged in now. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've had it do
Huh.
that. too,
You,
yeah.
and you're using a Blue Yeti?
Yeah, USB.
Is it USB? Yeah.
Yeah.
My Blue Yeti, I can't touch it. I can't do anything with it.
Don't look
Otherwise,
at
that
it.
little connector in the back just it fucks up. It drops.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder-
mine's
I wonder
rock
what I hit
solid.
then.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh.
I think I bumped the connector and possibly bent something because it feels really loose when the cable's plugged in. It sucks.
You hate it when
Mark-
your Schwartz gets twisted.
Sure.
All right. So, Kronos, Dis headed
Yeah.
upstairs. In that time, Bryn, you're just kind of standing in the background. Is there anything you two want to do while Dis goes up the stairs?
Atmosphere. Was I able to initiate
Yes.
atmosphere? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you start that process and they don't seem to stop. It doesn't seem to be interfering with what they're doing.
Cool.
Don't
Figure as long as we don't fuck up their search, they're not going to stop us. Now, once we get to the section to Steve or where the AI is, then that may be a different story. But let's see.
And bye.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And as far as Sassafras is concerned, I'm just going to let her know to do that.
We're gonna. Okay. Just gonna
Oh,
send her off on her
Sassafras.
own.
Are you taking her with? You guys didn't say you brought her in, so I didn't know if she was. With
Oh
you guys
yeah,
in the
I thought we
facility
were
or not.
going to
I
bring her in. I
thought
mean,
Luke
why
said
are
that.
we sending her off on her
Okay.
own?
Because she's a good assassin and
Yeah,
we
fair.
can cover more ground that way without splitting the party that matters, I guess, is how I would.
Oh, whew.
So
And of
where's she going?
course, it doesn't matter. She can look wherever she wants to. I just want her to generally scout the place while we head to a certain location. So like we're heading left, she can go right, I guess, or up, or wherever the fuck she wants to. But if you look at the top floor, I think we're going left and down.
No, you're going up.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are right here, going up these stairs into this sort of
Yep.
little office
right.
where the elevators come. And you
But
want her
once we
going this
get
way.
there, once we get there, we're going left towards the body, right?
Well, you can't go into hangar 3.
We would have to go up and around. We're going to have to go right and then
Fucking
into...
Kronos.
Do you want to be able to breathe or not? I don't like I don't like the idea of an hour Sword of Damocles hanging over our head. We have no idea how long this is going to take. We have no idea what else we're going to run into, and I'd rather not be caught unaware and suddenly out of oxygen. What?
Don't open that door. Deal with it. This is what's happening. Moving on.
Can you zoom out and in some way indicate which ones are closed off now?
The one with the truck is closed off.
That truck is closed off. The bottom truck is closed off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which was so good at this. Like, here you go. On the fly adjustments.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, we're going to have to go through what you said looked like a portal room. And then back down through.
Essentially, into
make a right.
Into hangar, this hangar.
Yep.
Down through this big section. And then this way.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Unless you want to go straight up ahead into the, room full of homunculi and the one room we can't see into.
Yeah, that seems to be the engineer room. Like the main
Yeah, I'm kind of considering
office.
it. Can we see the homunculi? Just not into the small room?
Yeah, you can see the 6 homunculi here. You have a camera of this room, but you can see this door is locked and there's no camera feed inside there.
Right. What does it appear that they're doing?
So they're doing the same thing, searching. If you look at these ones, it looks like they're essentially maintaining the vitals, and whatever they're doing with Kirby seems to be like they actually are still looking through the multiverse, like that, similar to what you found at that dream place prior. And that has to be something that they're doing with Kirby, but they're the only ones that are doing something different. All these other ones seem to be searching for their master, essentially.
Gotcha. We're eventually going to want to go into that room.
Yeah, I'm wondering what is going to set them off first, the homunculi, because I don't expect us to get out of here without having to fight them.
Not at all.
If we go into the engineering room, I feel almost certain that's going to set them off. So do we want to go get the Chunk O Steve first?
Yeah, which would we rather fight first? 4 of them or 6 of them? I gotcha. Are the doors between us and the engineering room unlocked?
These first ones actually are, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Let's go towards Steve first.
That's what I'm thinking.
So as soon as go ahead.
ahead.
Okay, as soon as like you get up and start making your way this way, that door opens. You do hear a voice you've never heard before. It sounds like an elven woman, but you sort of like turn around to the voice, and there's a projector on this wall. They're all over the place, but the one on the wall turns on and begins to project a holographic woman in front of you. She seems to be a drow in priestess gear of Lolth, and she goes, "So, you must be the pests I've heard so much about. Manos may have been fragmented, but it's of no significance. The same move that shattered his power gave us eons of time to prepare for your arrival. Soon there will be no denying the power of the Abyss. I look forward to seeing you in person, that is.
I give her the finger.
If you can make it out of here alive." You give her the finger? Okay.
Yes.
She sort of snickers at you, and the hologram fades away.
Can we trace that?
Bitch is going to figure out just how much of a pest we can be.
You want to trace the signal of the hologram?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a use computer check. But to do that, you're going to have to be linked in.
Chronos Tracer.
You do realize that you still have to be linked in order for me to do that, right?
I have been linked in this entire time.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
You've been using my connection. That's how you
I know,
work.
I'm just... Okay, just saying.
Well, you had access. Kronos had to crack root access, so
Yeah,
Exactly. He's got a
Technically
much higher
Kronos.
used computer than me.
that is correct.
Kronos is technically linked in.
I'm assisting.
I mean, my used computer's a +6.
You could
Is
assist
it?
then, technically.
Pretty good.
Technically.
I was thinking it was a +0, but
Mine's a +6 too.
Oh, well then what the fuck?
Yeah, Cronus is just using me for my brain because it takes elven telepathy to access this.
You're an adapter to it.
Yeah.
28, and
This
the
is
funny
cool.
thing is, I got a 15 on both of my rolls. So I
Nice.
rolled it and then I used advantage. So yeah, 15 plus 13, 28 on the used computer.
Okay, so you do sort of start a trace on that, and it seems to be coming from somewhere out in that galaxy, but it's coming from Elven space, and it seems to be a ship that it's projecting from out there in Elven space.
Hmm.
Can
I
we
will.
flush the toilets?
I'll send. I'm going to send this signal, like the information we just got, back to Frog Knight and have him keep an eye on that and make sure that we don't get ambushed.
Oh, hold on. You have root access. Can we cut
Yeah.
off all access external?
If you want to, yeah. And they would have to essentially work to fix that if they want to continue doing what they're doing. Yeah. Because they haven't,
Just like disconnect any exterior antennas or whatever.
Well, just shut off the connection that they have. Essentially, try and lock it. Try and what's it
Lock
called?
them out.
Yeah, lock them out.
Oh, I think I have that on here.
Well, that you have it
Lock
as
out.
you have it as a countermeasure on your computer. So if someone tries to hack you, you can lock them out if you find them if they're not hiding well enough. Whoa.
Okay,
Wow.
signal coming.
From ship in Elven space.
Yep.
By the way, can I have recorded that?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah,
You
I
saw
want
it,
to make
you can
sure.
record it. Also, the ship does seem to be on the move. You don't have a necessary trajectory of where it's going or any information on that, but you do have sort of the signal that is projecting, seems to be projecting from like the planar drift because it's
Does
moving
it-
fast.
Do we get any idea that if it's coming towards us?
It's moving across the galaxy. It's not pointed at you. It seems
Okay.
to be moving across the Nogian galaxy, across Elven space towards other space.
Okay. We should get whatever information we can about that ship. So we can ask our new friends who are really excited about that satellite. They probably won't know though. The elves are dicks. What else is new? All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to stealthily move into the. I'm sorry, I can't read the markings on that hangar to the right, but the hangar to the right.
All right, I think that is 4, but you're going to the right. Boom. Move in. And you said you're cutting off the exterior stuff, right? Are you doing that, Kronos?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And I
Okay.
want Frog Knight to keep an eye on the signal of that ship, the Elven that's coming from Elven space. That signal that was coming from Elven space. Yeah,
Okay.
How about keep track of any signals that are coming into this place?
that too.
Also,
So, the thing about that that priestess, there's something about it that bugs you.
Is that the one I killed?
No.
Okay.
But you think that it might be the one that you're supposed to kill in the future, that you were given a mission to kill.
Do I feel a little soul wiggle from Zinzarina? Like, yes.
It's just at the back of your mind. It's not something you can necessarily pinpoint, but you have a feeling that you'll be seeing her again, and you want.
I had that idea. That's why I wanted to record it
Yeah.
and gather information. So
Thank
thank you for making it more obvious, though, because we all know I need that sometimes.
But so there's that, and then Kronos, as you sort of, where we go. All right, now we're running in silent mode. The agents all stand up from their computers.
Uh-huh.
And except let's see, there's some up there and there's some down. So these ones with their abilities.
Get through the door. Get through the door.
Well, real quick, it's a reaction. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some rolls to see if they can undo. And you said you got a 15s on both of your rolls. What was your total, Kronos? To lock them
28.
out?
28 was
28
my total.
Okay, so
Yeah. Well, the last used computer check. Yeah.
nice. Okay. So the ones that stand up, don't move right away. Actually, the ones that continue to work in the system, there's a 16 and a nat 20 on the die, but with a 28, let's see, I think they have a +9, so I think they actually beat it. Yeah, they got a +9. So you lock them out, but then what was sort of like passive searching becomes to frantic undoing whatever it is you just did. And so the lockout that you put up begins to drop pretty quick. But I need initiative checks from everyone to figure out where we're going in turns now, because now people are not going to be so passively just sitting around.
Well, fuck. Maybe we shouldn't have done that.
Kronos, you also
17.
28, 17.
19. No. 6. 25.
All right, Kronos. Then enemies.
Don't forget Sassafras.
Yeah, might as well have her come over and join us, or, you know.
Yeah, I was actually planning on sending her further to the right
Sassafras.
when we go up.
All right. So Dis, you are first, so technically you get an action. But Kronos, before Dis goes, you do see over your sensors. Not only did they're sort of fighting your lockout at a standstill, right? But the fluctuation of the portals that are open, you can start to get readings from the portals as something's happening with them.
Oh, hell.
And you all begin to hear a really weird cacophony coming from the area in front of you, the big hangars in front where ships would land. You hear the
You
sound
mean where I'm
of
standing?
where you're headed. Not where you're standing, up above you in here.
Oh, okay.
You all begin to hear the sound of chickens. And I'm going to turn something
What the
on
hell?
real quick.
Quick,
Woodrow,
brain.
I love your mind.
Quick, brain meteor.
Can't.
You
fried
want
chicken.
Inside a space station?
Yes,
really?
fried chicken.
No.
Fried chicken.
Not doing it.
That's so fucking funny. Fried chicken.
Sir, the signal appears to be jammed. What is that? Raspberry. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry.
Since
Oh.
you guys are up there. Actually, I'm not
That
going
was like 5 minutes ago. So.
Yeah, so-
yeah. I was waiting
You
for people
begin
to
to
stop
hear-
talking. I wasn't going to be rude.
You begin to hear a cacophony of chickens coming from the hangar in front of you.
What if they're polymorph chickens? And once we do the 1 hit point of damage to them, they turn into red dragons.
As oh my god. You also hear roars of flame, like fire going off.
Fried chicken, I told you!
Mm-hmm.
Is the door between the hangar and the portal room open?
Yeah, it is. So you start to see eventually, as they run out in the reaction to Kronos' thing, you see chickens with almost like feathers like normal chickens, but then they have these like scaly bits where their chest is and little T-Rex arms.
So,
And then
are
Oh
they
my
on the floor that we came in on, or are they up on the second floor with us?
they're on the bottom floor.
Or on the
Wait,
bottom
I have a-
floor?
I have
Yeah.
a question for Woodrow.
So this, if you're looking on this map, these grayed out areas are also still the bottom floor. They don't have a top floor to this except for this little walkway right here. So this is essentially going down into this hangar to the bottom floor to go around to where Kirby is.
I am.
Woodrow.
You said you were going towards Kirby, right?
Yeah, can I fly?
So we
Go ahead.
really didn't need to walk up these stairs just to walk back down the stairs.
No, you can
We're
fly.
smart.
Whatever.
Woodrow.
There was a door. There was a door to your right up here too.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah. I thought they
Did,
were. I thought they were
um,
different floors. I didn't realize they were the same. But that.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that I look at it, it makes
Go,
sense.
Shay.
Is this from that picture of the chickens with the little
Yes.
muscle arm?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so familiar. Fucking love it. Okay.
So I happen to have some thermite grenades.
Yeah, you can use one.
Chickens can't fly.
Nope.
Not really.
Yeah. And you're up here on the second floor, on the walkway. That's up here.
Bryn, how's that VFG? Sassafras, get over here.
I mean, if you want me to use it, I can.
Well, we got to get through the chickens.
Sentence I wasn't expecting. Well, I am after
The chickens
like, all
with
y'all.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
Yes.
With have we identified where the sound of flame is coming from, by the way?
If you look at the cameras, it seems to be the two giant demons that came through the portals.
Oh, for the love of fuck.
Uh-huh.
Demons, my favorite.
Shay, I need a banish. Aisle 5.
Again, when it comes to me, I can try. Only do one or the other, though.
So just for future reference, this is the last time I listen to you and you suggest something. Like
You
cutting off the
agreed.
signal.
I
know I agreed. I thought it was a good idea too.
It is a good idea.
It's not.
To cut off the communications, yes. But to kick a hornet's nest, not so much.
You knew what this was.
You.
I guess.
All right. I'm going to pop my wings so I am above these chickens.
Okay.
I'm still stealthed. Yes. So I'm going to move basically where the gold diamond is.
Heard.
And if my guy can't like fly with me, I don't know if he copies my movement or can copy my special movements. If not, he can just hang on to my back. Whatever it takes.
I like the idea
I'm
of your
taking
shadow
him.
just holding your feet. Just-
I don't want it to dangle down though, because chickens can jump. And I'm going to Path of the Grave, the demon on the right.
Understood. All right.
Those things that are surrounding them, are those like lesser demon fiend type things?
Well, you don't see them.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Like at all?
No, Kronos does though on the camera. That's why because Kronos can passively see invisible creatures, so Kronos can tell that these things are invisible.
So what do they look like?
Agents of Sin. They're like red skinned, horned, tailed, like Cambion sort of demons with wings.
Oh,
They
goody.
They too are flying.
You've got you've got some company in there. There's some flying demons in front of the big fucking demon. Apparently he's traveling with his entourage.
But that is your turn.
Would my
Kronos.
blind sight see them?
Your blind sight, if they're within 60, you could sense them, so you could sense most of these ones.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so movement, you use your action to hide, your bonus
Cast.
action to hide, essentially, and then your action to cast the curse, whatever, cleric curse on that guy, right? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Kronos, it is your turn next.
All right.
And you are on the second floor. I just moved you here since this is where the tokens
Yeah.
are, and it's just on the
Right.
second floor, just a walkway in this area.
Walkway up there.
Yeah.
And how high up is the walkway?
About 15 feet. So three
Okay.
squares high.
Oh, I couldn't have cursed him. Sorry, it's within 30 feet. So, no.
Oh, okay. You can hold
So
that
I'm just
action
gonna
you
hold-
want if he moves.
Yep.
On his, yeah, you can hold that action if he moves. Okay.
Also, are those undead?
No, these are all fiends.
Damn it.
And then
I was finally going to use the thing to sense undead.
I mean, you can. How far does it go?
6
You
times
need
for
to
long
sense
rest.
them? Weren't they just
60
right in
feet.
front of us?
Oh, it's only 60 feet. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was like the ranger thing, and it's like a mile. Okay, my bad.
No, it's like the blind sight, but if I can
Okay.
blind sight sense them, that's fine.
Gotcha.
I smell foul play. Fuck you, some person. That's bad.
That's hilarious.
That's fantastic.
Nice.
Deviled
I
chicken.
love some
Yeah.
person. Person's the
good.
best puns.
All right. I am intrigued by the chickens. I'm wondering what's going to
Intrigued
happen
by the
with them. I am. I'm intrigued by the little T-Rex arm chickens, and I'm almost worried to shoot one of them because of the whole polymorph thing that it just said.
So
I
full
mean-
disclosure, this afternoon I read about a hell of a spell combo where you polymorph like an elder dragon into a chicken and then power word kill the chicken and it kills the dragon.
Wow.
I don't think I would let that work because that shouldn't work because if the form dies, it would.
But it
revert
doesn't
back
Right.
reduce
to
the hit points to 0. It kills it if it's below a certain amount of hit. You know what I mean? It's-
the hit points. If it's below a certain amount of hit points, which that form has hit points, so it would kill
Yeah.
that form.
And then it would send it
That's
back to
how
its original form.
That's how the game designers technically meant it to work. But with game designers, they never word things properly, so there's loopholes in words all the time. But it's the same thing with I think later.
Well, they
or
wrote
earlier
a
editions.
polymorph for the other way to do that, but not the power word kill way to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there are
Yeah.
2 ways to do that
Yeah.
combo, and they fixed one but not the other.
yeah, it's a wording thing that they always fuck that up in every not that specific thing, but there's things like that fucked up in every single edition, where it's like, oh, this should not work as intended. Let's go.
They just need to hire somebody like this to sit on their panel and like proofread before they go to print. Be
They-
like, see, if it were me, I would just do this, and they're like, ah, fuck, okay,
You know
rewrite
what?
it.
Just hire
That's what
Reddit
playtesting
as their
is supposed
editor
to do.
because that's
They do
where I
have
got it from.
playtesters. That's
Well,
what they try to
playtesters
do,
clearly are not
but-
doing their job.
yeah.
Anyway, please continue. I apologize.
It's
That's
Kronos'
okay.
turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. We've got to get through the sea of chicken to the other side to get the chunk of Steve.
You know, I could just go
What?
there
That's the
now.
most ridiculous sentence.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it fits in this world of the game
Of
that
what
we're
the
playing.
fuck? Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think I will pop my wings as well, and I want to fly over. How far can I get from where I'm at towards our goal? Like towards the other diamond over there, I guess.
Keep in mind, you're not invisible.
Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, that's
Are you
right. You're
going-
stealthed, aren't you?
Yes.
Not invisible, but stealth. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You could turn invisible and then get to about where I don't know if you could see my cursor or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you get to about right there
Right.
with a single move, or you could double move and not hide and get twice as far, which would be kind of in the center of these chickens over here. Whoa.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I'll go ahead
Do
and
you want to
and
be in the
cast.
center of the chicken?
Yeah, go ahead and cast invisibility on myself then,
Okay.
and then
Just leaving
yeah.
Bren hanging out to dry over there.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
Well, we're
Enjoy your
doing
cannon.
a little bit of reconnaissance here. We're gonna figure out what the hell's going on, and if she needs to pop around the corner and BFG, a bunch of
Exactly.
shit. There you go.
Yep.
And I need you to make a stealth check with
And
your movement,
ready.
Kronos,
Okay.
and you have advantage. Or sorry. I take that back. You do not have advantage
Okay. So,
because of senses.
6. So 22.
22. That still might be good enough, actually. Their perception
Hope so.
is. Oh wow, yeah. These guys don't seem to be very perceptive. With a nat 1 -1, that is a 0. So
Wow.
you start to walk through these chickens, and they're just sort of chaos, right? They're running around as if their heads were cut off. They're just dispersing everywhere.
Somebody gave them T-Rex arms. They're very distraught.
I mean, they suddenly have arms. They don't know what to do with them.
But that is a bonus, or that is your action and your movement. You still technically have a bonus action if you'd like to cast, and you can see the demons. You can see the invisible demons with your goggles, at least one set of them, and then you can see the big giant demons too. So if there's anything you want to cast or prepare or cast on yourself or anything like that, you have a bonus action as well.
So it won't take me out of stealth if I cast Spirit Shroud, will it?
Concentration spells
Yeah.
will break your invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stay invisible, and then I'll go ahead and down one of my Cyclops
Yep. Okay,
potion
cool.
of Cyclops sight. Yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah.
All right.
Good choice. All right. Oh, I forgot to ask you, when you popped your wings,
Mm-hmm.
did you mean to pop your armor with it as well, or just the wings specifically? Just the ethereal
No,
wings, right?
just the wings.
Okay.
Yeah, just the wings. Yeah.
Um,
I'll save the armor for the time being. May need it looking at those demons.
Gotcha. All right. So
All right, so wings, invisibility, and Cyclops sight. Okay, and that's my turn.
okay. So enemy's turn. You see the chickens continue to run and just sort of bounce. And then you see this one run, and kind of clips this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a very large as they explode, and the area around them sort of explodes in fire, as they seem to be very volatile, but the fire seems to not hurt the other chickens, which is interesting. So you do know the chickens are immune to fire damage, it seems like, and very volatile, like napalm. As they
So they're Molotov chickens.
Yeah, as they begin to run around all past you. Kronos, make me a dexterity save.
I mean, I thought I was flying above them.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're flying, so you're good. Yeah, they all
Okay.
running around. And how high up are you though? Because you do see them. They have flying speed, and they have this thing called bad flyer, which they drop immediately after they end their movement in flying speed. So they are hopping up 30 feet in the air and falling. So I
Jesus.
still need a dexterity save from you and Dis.
Okay.
How high?
Yeah,
is the
I
roof?
was going to stay about the same level as the catwalk where I was.
Which is
So-
only 15 feet up.
Yeah.
How
so,
high is the
okay.
ceiling?
The ceiling when closed is about 30 feet,
Okay, good.
which
Oh,
means I still need a dex save from you.
17.
That's closed because you airlocked it, so they can't go in that one.
This is a saving throw, you said? Dexterity saving throw, you
26.
said?
26 hurt. Good. Yeah,
Yeah,
dex save.
same. 26. Yep.
Okay, yeah, you guys are fine. Chickens just fucking chaotically running around, spreading out across the field. They seem very volatile. Okay. What is
This
this?
must be that super secret spicy Colonel Sanders recipe.
It's a chicken. Super spicy. So that's the chicken's turn. This you are hidden, so not invisible.
I am hidden, not invisible. That is correct.
Not natural 20. 18 on the die. Natural 20 and a 14. But I don't know if a 20 still sees you because the perception is an 11. It's a 31 for the
No.
nat 20s. And you got about a 36?
Yes.
Nat 1 and a 7. Okay. So they don't see Dis, but do see.
How much do the chickens weigh, you think?
About
Yeah. Just like-
10 pounds, if that.
That's a
8 to
fat
10 pounds.
chicken. Oh,
That is a
wow.
fat chicken.
Well, they're
Yeah.
not normal chickens. They're abyssal demonic chickens. They're fiends.
They're full of nitroglycerin, damn it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say they're chickens that are full of shit to explode. Of course, they
Uh-huh.
weigh more.
All right.
I have a 21-pound cat, by the way, so it's not that crazy.
That's awesome. That's a big boy.
And he's not fat. He's just big. He's just a huge
He's a
tabby.
big cat.
Tabby
Yeah.
Maine Coon mix.
Oh, Maine Coons are awesome.
He just looks like a big tabby, though. It's really cool.
Mhm.
And he has a personality of one, too.
Awesome.
So next is Kronos. You had a 26 for stealth, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that was my my dexterity save. I think I had a. What did I have before? Shit, I don't remember.
You cast invisibility. I don't think you rolled anything.
Yeah, I cast.
Oh, that's
invisibility.
right. You didn't. Okay. That's okay.
Yep.
Heard. All right. So that's gonna mean then 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. So with 60 movement, essentially all of them can get there. You see these demons darting towards you.
Because of course they can see me as well.
Yep.
If you can see them.
Yeah, I mean,
No, They
turnabout's
have-
fair
they
play.
They have essentially see invisibility and see
Mhm.
through magical darkness. All right, let's see. Demons suck, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, they do.
All right, they're gonna move and watch, and then these guys are just coming out and enjoying the show.
Psst.
You can hear one of them goes, "You must be the little shits giving my cousin such a hard time."
Oh, you sound like
That
Keeping it
aura
with
that they
family brand.
have, is that heat?
Yes, it is.
And the chickens are immune to fire, so
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I was just making sure I
at
didn't
least I'm resistant
leave
to
any
fire.
movement behind him. Yeah,
Thankfully,
but
something.
that's about all they can do besides the attacks I'm about to unleash on Kronos. So Kronos,
yeah.
your AC is
20.
20. Okay. So,
Is not enough. What?
Probably.
6 of them.
I mean, I
Don't
got
forget you
shield
have-
that I can throw on there for an extra 5 if I have to.
All right, they begin to unleash attacks on you with these argent spears. So that's
Chrono style.
5 that hit. If you cast shield, it will bring it down to 1 that hits.
Okay.
Because shield gives you a +5, right? Yeah.
Yep. I'll go ahead and cast shield.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, good choice. Um,
I messaged
Yeah,
Kronos.
so.
Maybe fly higher.
third. Well, they have wings. They can fly wherever you.
Yeah, wherever I'm already flying, they're flying with me. So
Some person.
not
Anyway,
how I would have phrased that, but yes.
You take 13 necrotic damage, and you cannot heal until the beginning of their turn.
All right, 13 damage.
Their fiendish blessing, which is they get to increase their charisma or their AC by charisma, innate casting.
You little bastards.
Yeah, so that's the enemy's turn, and the big demons seem to be taking a gleeful view of the battle taking place since it's only been 6 seconds. And Bryn, that's you.
Yay! I finally get to do something.
Congrats, babe.
I'm so excited.
You just can't hide it.
All right.
You too have wings of the Valkyrie.
I do. So let's just pop those. So I'm not on the ground with those little bastards.
Okay, that's 25. Where would you like to go?
The
from
floor
here?
is lava.
Yeah, basically. Can I BFG?
Yeah,
Where,
you
like,
can.
Where's my team? You mother truckers.
So the
This
BFG
thing
is
shadow.
is a. How big is the BFG space? Because this is 20. I think it's a 40-foot radius, right?
It is 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay, cool. Then we're good with that. I don't need to make that
Okay.
any bigger. So yeah, anywhere. Let me change the color so it doesn't overlap with all this other shit. That is not a good color.
Purple.
Oh, I would prefer it to be like yellow or something. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So yeah, this is the area essentially you can hit with your BFG. So you
Yeah,
can hit
that's
Chronos.
what we're gonna.
You can hit.
Yeah,
this.
definitely
No,
hit
I'm kidding.
Chronos.
We're gonna.
Why don't you put it right on that yellow diamond right there, and just cover that whole floor? Yeah, right there, right there. Just cover that whole floor.
No.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, I think that's a good idea.
I'm
That's
I'm
what I
kind of
suggest.
partial to the dirt that's in the center there. You see.
I'm sorry,
Nah.
you have to recheck.
I'm sorry. That's unfortunate for you.
I
Come on,
know.
I'm switching to
I
chat.
know.
Bren, did you read? Shay, did you read?
Jesus.
What is? Ugh.
Hold on, read the rest.
Oh my gosh, Cricket Painter.
Oh,
Wow. Well, I'm just
Yep.
gonna roll. Really? Super
Oh.
uncomfortable now.
I love
I'm-
I love Shay's frowning smiley face. Yeah, that.
It's because it's funny, but also uncomfortable.
Meanwhile, I am scouring the internet for mental bleach.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Doesn't exist.
How high in the air does that go?
20 feet, depending on where. Well, depends on where Bryn puts it. If Bryn's shooting the ground 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't shoot high, ever.
No, I'm shooting the ground for it to go 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, she is in the air, so it would be makes sense to shoot down.
Yeah, and since I'm shooting down at the ground, I can't miss the ground, right? So there's no
Yeah,
damage.
essentially, there's no way you're gonna accidentally hit because you're just trying to shoot the ground over here somewhere.
There's no way that I'm not gonna hit ground.
Yeah.
I will hit ground.
But you figured out a way
The benefit-
to not get you to shoot your teammates.
Well, the benefit of doing an AoE attack is you don't have to make an attack. Things have to make a save. So the only time you
Yeah.
make an attack is if you're trying to hit something that's moving or off in the distance. You still have to try and hit that. But
So
This is
damage was 31.
31. Okay, so the chickens are all gonna blow up even if they make their saves. They're like kind of like jumping up in the air as this ball of Argent
I was
energy engulfs
hoping-
them. And
I was
as
hoping that
the
they'd be like, shit! And just be like, and pop them off.
as the ball of energy disappears, These 4 chickens are just gone. Okay, that was, I think, only 3 of them. There we go. And this guy takes, you said 31?
Yeah.
And it is it radiant or necrotic? I can't remember.
It is. Where'd it go? Necrotic.
Okay, so that is there, and then they have this.
And then he dies. Yes, make him die. I want him to die. I don't
Okay,
care.
so they're not resistant to
dead.
it. So all that damage, 31 damage.
Ha!
No, he's not dead.
Damn it. But he still
But
had to take it all. Take it all like a good little bitch.
He
Wow.
looks at you and goes, "You look like what he described. I think I'm gonna play with you today." Then it goes to your movement, and you have a bonus if you want to reload and shoot again. You could, since there's no other things around him, you can just shoot a not AOE that you'll need to attack, but your gun won't overheat.
Okay,
Dis, weren't you holding an action or something?
I'm going to use it as soon as Shay's turn is done.
Yeah, for
Okay.
reasons.
For reasons. Okay,
I
so
Oh.
rolling to hit 17.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
With your
Does
gun
not-
bonuses?
Yeah, it does
It's a plus
not
10
hit.
and I rolled a 7.
Oh.
It
And
happens.
so the bolt of Argent energy flies over it and smashes into the wall behind it. So you still have.
Lately, I'm very
movement.
bad at hitting.
If it hit the
Yeah,
wall
the second
next
time.
to it, wouldn't it?
It does an AOE because your gun would overheat if she uses an AOE again.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Checks and balances.
Yes. So I'm gonna fly the rest of my movement to be over by Chrono.
I wait before. There's people around me. I'm surrounded by demons.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you, but
Yeah,
you know,
Okay.
to provide
What?
like
I mean, they're literally flying right around me.
that's fine.
Okay. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Look, you're already gonna have a bad day. I'm just gonna.
Well,
have
I
a bad
mean,
day
I
with you
was
now.
about to make all of them have a real fucking bad day.
Well, then I will fly somewhere else, and you can just be a little loner.
That
Fuck.
It's not how I meant it. I just don't want
It's
to
fine.
damage
It's fine.
you.
I don't even want to help you anymore, Kronos. You know what? Just do your thing, okay?
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
even care.
All right.
And
That's what I'll do then.
You see Ezra stealthily using her jetpack to move and try and take cover over here.
I'm
'cause she
sorry,
doesn't really wanna
stealthily using a jetpack.
Yeah.
With all the chaos and like chickens running around, sure. There's all
Well,
kinds of
moving-
stealthing going on.
Moving
jetpack-
super slowly.
The jetpack might not be stealthy, but her landing and disappearing is.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
you just hear.
What the hell was
Yeah.
that?
Where
Boba
did it
Fett.
go?
It's like a smoke trail
Boba
leading right
Fett.
where she is.
Boba Fett.
That's what I was imagining. Like she's like, you can't see me. It was super stealthy, I swear. It's like
Yeah, it's more like
you did good.
woo, 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 jetpack and less like Star Wars Boba Fett torch rocket jetpack.
Right. More like Jetson's
No,
little
I want-
little jet
Yeah.
belt thing.
I want
Yeah.
Rocketeer jetpack when we get there. Just like-
You
Yes!
I fucking love that movie.
I love that.
You
movie.
have
Yeah.
a vulture thing right now from fucking Spider-Man on is what you're using to fly.
Right?
I don't think I've seen that Spider-Man.
Really?
you don't know
The
what-
first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie?
No,
I haven't
Real?
seen any
Wow.
of them.
Homecoming?
I
Yeah.
don't particularly like Spider-Man.
But I mean, Michael Keaton as the Vulture was fucking great.
that actually was legitimately a good.
Yeah, that was some good
That was
casting right
dope.
there.
Yeah. There's some gravitas to it. And
Yeah.
that car scene. Oof, I don't want to give it away,
Yo,
but that car scene is
dude.
so good. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I think the last one I watched was the one where he stops the subway train and should have been ripped in pieces, but magically wasn't.
Tobey Maguire.
That
Yeah.
was Spider-Man 2 from like a decade ago or more.
Yeah,
Okay. Like you
Woodrow
missed an
cast
entire
my-
Great
Spider-Man
movie.
in that
It's a
time.
great movie.
Yeah.
I don't care what
Probably the
anybody
best
says. I
Spider-Man
enjoyed
movie.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
I did too. I even liked the Electro, as being a weird nerd instead of a criminal. But
Yeah, I mean, every single Marvel villain, especially Spider-Man villains, were like some kind of
criminal.
thug that had something happen to him.
No.
So I mean, might as well
Yeah.
shake it up, you know? Yeah, they could have done better on the design of him, I think. But yeah, you know,
Yeah,
it worked.
100%.
I did
And
not
whole
like the
following
Goblin
with the
design
bed
though.
of eels was weird.
That was stupid. And it fixes
was
the buck to the gap in his teeth. That was kind of dumb. But anyway,
As a gap tooth person, I find it offensive. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it is.
Cultural
see-
appropriation.
A person becoming a vampire, I could see it fixing the gap tooth because by
Hmm.
lore it's supposed to make them, you know, more of the ideal.
And
But-
then you room
Well-
for things.
Yeah.
well, that and how are you supposed to, you know, seduce your prey in order to eat them if you're, you know, jacked up in the teeth?
Exactly.
Although I guess
You're
it works
looking
with
like Billy
Warlock,
Bob.
so
it's really fucking hard.
yeah.
Oh, Woodrow.
Not what I meant.
Woodrow, I cast my thing.
Whoa.
Heard.
I'm trying to move on
Don't
Uh,
cast things.
from
Ezra
his
goes-
pain.
Yeah, my internalized pain.
Yeah.
Ezra goes here. She's stealth. She's not attacking because she's saving something and doesn't want to become a target next round because she's actually
Good
smart.
call. Well, that's
She realizes
see, I
she-
told you there was a good reason to bring her along.
That's why it was my idea to bring her along.
You were going to have her fuck off on her own.
I was gonna have her fuck off in the direction she's fucking off in right now.
That is true. They're going to the
Ladies, you're both pretty.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're a pretty princess, Kronos. A pretty
Your face
skull
bones are on the
flaming-
outside.
Pretty, yes.
Mhm. Just where I
So
like them.
pretty. You can really see the nice cheekbone contour.
I can
You
cut
see-
fucking roast beef with these cheekbones.
Are we
Yes.
are we gonna talk about like a ugly avocado hate fucking another avocado and it was catharsis?
Your
Topographical map
face
of
looks like
Utah.
a topographical map of Utah.
So Dis, it is your turn after you use your reaction at the end of or during Ezra's turn, essentially, to do your clerical spell.
Mojo.
whatever it is.
I'm going to move behind the big demon on my right. I'm going to activate the poison on my weapon as I draw it, and
Um,
B,
You would know
What?
from previous you don't want to waste the use of your poison because demons are immune to poison.
you motherfucker.
It's a constant thing. That's almost all of them.
And B,
And you try it every time.
I'm using the button to activate the vampiric assimilation on my weapon.
Interesting. So you're changing the rage ability to.
Yeah, I'll kill some. I'll poke Shay. I'll poke Bryn very lightly with it later to get back the rage ability, so you don't have to worry about permanently. Dude, I just want to see what this does.
You're not gonna like it.
I don't do it. Would I know I wouldn't like it?
Nope. You want to do it? Go ahead. Good. You said you want to do it, so we're gonna do it. Make
Yeah.
attack-
I mean,
you
I
can
had to commit to the bit when I tried to cut off the communications and kicked this hornet's nest.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay, I feel this is going to be significantly more harmful to me and us.
Not
Just saying.
you. It's not gonna hurt you at all. Why would your own ability?
Oh,
hurt you?
Oh,
It's dumb.
fuck. So it's gonna hurt us. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I gathered. From
Uh huh. We survived this. We're kicking your ass, Dis.
What? Looking at the token, what possible ability could you gain from this demon?
Heat, radiant heat.
All right, make an attack.
I don't know.
If
I
you
can't see it that well.
I'm resisted to
Anybody
radiant
hear
and heat.
the glee and the
Flaming?
chuckles coming from Woodrow? at this point.
I don't like it.
Flames
I appreciate them.
Flame.
on the side of my face, heaving breaths. It's Mrs. White
Those,
from Clue.
those chicken icons are fucking hilarious with their little
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
arms.
You have advantage on the attack.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Being
is why I'm
extra
glad I
evil?
rolled twice, a 12 or a 20. Here's the finger.
So you crit, which means that crit is doubled. So you're double, like
Double dirty.
20 on the die, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with a crit, you're gonna want to double your dice, add the modifier, and then double that again, essentially. Okay, and that's all
Okay.
dice you're rolling for the attack, for the normal attack.
Okay.
And then
So it's 16 of these. 16. Plus 3 more. Does necrotic need to be separated out?
no, what's the 16 from the sneak attack, right?
Yeah, 8 plus 8.
Yeah. So that becomes 16, and then the necrotic on your spear or the extra necrotic damage also gets doubled. So if it's a 1d8 or a 2d8, it becomes 2d or 4d, and then your
So-
weapon damage becomes a 2d8 of piercing, magical piercing.
So 22d6 plus 2d8. Roll. 77 times 2 is
Well, hold on.
100.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, 100 and.
That's 154.
Oh,
And then-
wait, no. Sorry, stop. You doubled the dice. Okay, so you roll, you
Right.
get that total. That total is 77.
So
Add your
87.
modifier.
Got it.
Your
87.
modifier doubled from the cleric thing.
Oh, so 97. And then times 2?
Where does the 97? The 97's coming from the modifiers, right?
Okay, the 77 is weapon damage without the bonus, plus sneak attack.
Okay, and then plus
10
your
for the-
bonus,
10 for the bonus
so that'd
is
be 87. And then you double that from the cleric vulnerability, because that is your
Okay.
crit. That
So
87
87
is
times
2.
2 is 174.
Jesus Christ!
Hey,
And
I'm
without
sorry
your
if it was
poison, though.
yeah, if it was
No.
poison, it'd be better. I'm sorry.
Okay, so sorry, 100 and what? 72?
74.
Oh, 74. Okay. So that's 10. Oh my god! So that's 205 damage done to it total. Let's. See
I
what
can
its
only
health
do that
is.
once though.
I know it's still a huge hit off the start of a fight, though.
I'm a glass cannon.
Because if you hit that with a dragon, that dragon's almost dead. And there's no more dragon fight. Let's see real quick. Where is this dude's? Oh, there it is. Okay, so not dead, but mortally wounded. Over halfway down. Also, from your attack coming in contact, your weapon instantly heats up and you take 10 fire damage.
I'm good with that.
But it's one attack. Unfortunately, the second one doesn't get your sneak attack, but you can use, like with your shadow, you can use the magic weapon. Because I moved your shadow, but you don't have to move your shadow. You can use like the shoulder cannon or something.
No, moving my shadow's fine because I need something within whatever to give me advantage.
No, you don't. You're stealth. Remember, you're hidden. It doesn't know you're there.
Oh.
And that way, it won't take the damage and disappear.
17 plus 16.
That's gonna hit.
3 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 19
so
is their AC.
1d8. My good d8. 1d8 plus 3d6. So 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 10 is 27.
27 damage. Heard.
Correct.
27 damage hurt. All right, Kronos, it is your turn. If you're not moving this, and you take another 10 from. Oh no, you don't. Not from the shadow. Sorry, you don't take another 10 from that. I take that back.
And I tell him, why don't you worry about me?
Do you want to make an intimidation check?
Yes.
Go ahead, give me an intimidation check.
Since I just did, half of his life in one hit.
Yeah, more than half.
Please, 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 charisma, don't fail me. I will take it. 16 plus 17, 32, 33. Intimidation is tied for my highest stat. For my highest skill.
Okay. Let's make a charisma save. All right, a 5 on the die. So it's going to be definitely taken in by your challenge. The demonic nature sees it as a both insult and interesting challenge. Can I kill this little elf? Of course I can, even though it just did a lot of fucking damage to me. I'm sure I can squeeze it out of existence.
I can probably shake it off.
if you're staying right there, it would be you can use your bonus action to do something. You still have a tiny bit of movement, but if you want to stay, it's Kronos' turn.
My tiny bit of movement is going to. Is this thing flying?
He can hover. He's hovering, but right now he's just hovering like right at the base.
So
of the ground.
even if I
He's
went
pretty big.
highest, he could reach me.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Let's see. How long
You
is
could
this
get away
concentration
from the
up
heat
to?
he's radiating, because being next to him, you can feel the heat building on you, and it's I'm very uncomfortable.
What about the vampiric thing?
You would. Oh yeah. You know what?
You told me I had to, so.
So yeah, I forgot about that for a second. You don't have to move away. You don't really feel the heat building. You feel the heat, but it's not bothering you at all.
So do I still take that 10 from before?
Technically you do, because it's from the
Okay.
first attack. But the second, the second was your shadow. You didn't take a second. You do take the first 10 because it's sort of you haven't transformed yet. But as the vampiric nature takes in, the heat no longer seems to bother you. All right, interesting.
As my
Dwayne,
bonus
can you-
action,
Yeah,
I
okay.
cast Shield of Faith.
On yourself, or
Yes.
Oh, okay, heard. When that's the one where they have to make a wisdom save to hit you, correct?
No. It's a flat AC bonus.
Oh, nice. Okay, dope. All right, so Kronos, it is your turn then.
And that is
Alright.
separate from Shield, by the way.
Yes, I know. Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to cast Thunderstep at 4th level,
All right.
and I'm gonna move up towards those doors up above, where there is nobody around currently, which I'm sure won't be that way for long. But yeah.
Is this a Constitution save they have to make, right?
Yeah.
Or is it
it
some-
is a 21 con.
Ooh, 5 and a 10. 17 on the die, but their con is. Let me switch this tab over. It's +3, so okay. And you said 21?
Yeah, 21.
All right, they all fail.
Right on. So 4d10 thunder damage. Yep.
Did you want to, when you used your Thunder Step, did you want to make sure you got the chickens in the blast radius as well?
Whatever I can get, everything that is in that blast radius. That's kind of why I didn't want Bryn near me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's fine,
essentially
whatever.
you sort of float down 10 or 5 feet before you disappear, and an explosion goes off, blowing the demons up, and the chickens in the ground turn into fireballs. Whoa.
Excellent. Okay, so
And now I want nuggies.
6.
The little demonic chicken arms fall from the sky.
And plus
Too bad the pups weren't here.
I wonder what chicken arms-
22.
22 damage. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's
5 plus
the
6
first
4 plus
6.
7. Yep.
So 22. All right. Boom, boom. And I'm gonna make some saves. These guys might be visible. Fuck. Okay. Dude, you rolled 3 natural 20s, and then. Okay. Now it's not doing anything. So these guys are now visible. They're no longer invisible.
And I will point to them and let my compatriots. Hey, there are more of these fuckers on the other side. Be aware.
Good to know.
I was hoping you were gonna point to them and do that.
Oh, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Brennan's falling there. Okay, and so that's your first your action. So go ahead and
Yep.
you have a movement and you have your bonus still.
All right. And
Woodrow, what's elusive skin? Oh, it's seeming. Got it.
It's skin that isn't really there.
okay.
Not elusive with an E.
All right. Bonus action. Well, since I don't need to concentrate on being invisible anymore, I guess I'll go ahead and cast Spirit Shroud on myself.
All right. So you pop from uninvisible and you cast Spirit Shrouds on yourself.
I mean,
Understood.
as soon as I attacked, I went in.
Oh.
My invisibility went away anyway, right? That's how that
Yeah,
works.
it's normal invisibility and you cast a spell. Yeah. For some reason, I
yeah.
thought you had greater. Greater lets you stay.
No,
invisible.
I didn't cast Greater Invisibility. No.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So
just
yeah,
regular
when
invisibility.
You cast Thunderstep, you become visible, and then you cast
Yeah.
Spirit Shrouds. Yeah, understood.
Yep.
Then it is the enemy's turn. So what you guys hear, we'll pick up here the start of the enemy's turn next session. But you hear a familiar voice, Bryn, and even Biss. Kronos, you have heard it before, but it's not as familiar.
Oh, you cut out.
No.
And the microphone strikes again.
Bryn, this is
Oh.
a video game. Bryn was from the.
Ho-
Oh,
Hold
really?
on.
Did it go down again?
The last thing we heard
Yeah.
was Kronos. You've heard it before, but and that's the
and
last
then
thing
it
we heard.
stopped.
Okay, so Kronos, you heard this voice before too, but this is the voice of Baelor Tak, the barbarian avatar character that is sort of the villain or antithesis to Bryn in her game, and was also
Yeah.
part of the other never-ending quest that you guys are part of. And you hear this cry of just this barbarian scream, and the window on the second floor looking up at, because there's a door right in front of you, right, that you're looking at, Kronos, across
Yeah.
from you, and then there's up a window that leads into that observatory room. There's one of those,
Yeah.
those big bay windows. You see a form appear in the window and then crash through it and fly down to the ground, landing down here as this sort of huge maimed barbarian who's got all these sort of cybernetic parts stuck into him. He's got pieces flayed open and he seems to be in a unrelenting rage. And that is where we'll stop the session for tonight and pick up on the enemy's turn initiative next session.
Nice.
Unrelenting rage. He left the seat up. That's what happened.
The fact that you were able to work in chickens with little arms is just, it's amazing. It's made me
I
so
had to.
happy.
I made a mess.
You did. You did. That is great. This is fucking crazy. And I love that we are so indecisive that an encounter that should be like moving along quickly, it took us like an hour to even get to, because we were just so like, I don't know, move here, maybe we don't move here, what if we did this, I don't know, let's talk about it another 10 20 minutes. Like,
Doors
nowhere.
tend to do that to parties.
Yeah, I don't
It's
like
it's a classic thing because on the other side of that door is something you possibly don't want to really deal with, so you got to think about it.
but
Uh-huh.
it could be something really good.
Yeah.
So you gotta
And every
go.
so often you open that door and you've really stepped into the shit.
Yeah. I love it. This makes me happy. Oh my gosh. Some person says, I'll guess what happens. The chickens attack him, reenacting a Frazetta painting, but instead of barbarians, it's chickens.
Nice.
Somebody paint that. Somebody paint that right now. Oh my gosh, that is horrifying.
It is hilarious.
Oh, it's so bad. Sorry, are you going to take us back to the normal layout, or are we just going to say goodbye from here?
Chicken.
Chicken. Yay.
Yay.
Well, shit, we're getting close to the wrap up of this season, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Ooh-wee.
This is the second to last boss fight.
Shit. All right. That's exciting for people who didn't check out our New Year's stream. To let y'all know, we've got this season wrapping this month for Dice Dames and Dude Season 2, and then we will be on a small break while we prep for Season 3, get new intros, because heaven knows I need to make new intros and outros for us. As much as I love this one, it's very, I'm tired of it.
It has run its course.
It has.
Yep. With the blushing Kronos hiding behind.
Yeah, like, I'm like, okay, all right, it was funny initially, but like 61 seasons or episodes later, it's not as funny anymore. It's fucking annoying. Ooh, sorry. I just got a cramp out of nowhere. I'm good.
We should all pitch in that animate something.
Yeah, well, so
Right.
I've got ideas for the next one, and in season 3, when we come back, we'll be hitting it hard in March. We'll probably have a session 0 at some point in February that I'm sure we'll end up streaming, because why not?
Because we are stream whores.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
And but the good thing is, in season 3, we're gonna have little sis joining us, and it's gonna be so much fun.
A
Gonna
full
see
party
just how fucking
Right.
crazy this gets.
with someone who probably actually enjoys healing.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, we've done okay. I mean, I managed to make potions to keep us alive, sort of.
Begrudgingly.
I mean,
everything
I
is done
very rarely
begrudgingly.
had to. I very rarely have had to do anything.
I mean, do you
other
see what
than
I've had to
rest.
deal with here? I mean, come on.
So yeah, that's exciting. Some person, no new people for the auction. Possibly Feline. I don't know. We're gonna see. Luke's gonna talk to her. and
I'll
see
talk
if
to her,
wants
see if she has anything that she's ready with. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll talk to her and see what's up.
Yeah. So the time slot that I have available, I actually might have the same time slot as you available. Because I think that's where
The
we
4
had
to
somebody
7?
drop.
Wow.
I think that's because I think Art of Roy was in it, and then he had to
Oh,
drop.
that's right. He did say he had to drop.
Yeah, so let me just double check real quick since I have my phone in my hand. Yep. So if she wanted, she could do 4 to 7, or there's a spot open 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Entirely up to her. No pressure.
Yeah.
If she decides she wants to, cool. If not, then no worries. If not, I'm closing down signups because we're in January now.
Yeah.
And so I need people to promote now.
Yeah.
And
need to
despite
start
the fact
getting-
that I'm gonna say it in the chat, no one's gonna do anything until the day of, because that's how it happens every time. But if you want to fucking sell your shit, promote it. Just saying.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
off my soapbox. Just a little bit annoyed by it. It's fine.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
We've
it
got
should be
12
really good.
days until the auction.
Yep, and we've got actually it's less than that.
Well, today's the 3rd. It's on the 15th, isn't it? No,
The 13th.
the 13th. So we got 10 days. That's right.
There you go. I was like, no, hold on. You're
Yep.
screwing with my math. So
Sorry.
just to give a quick rundown, 11 a.m. we have Rod Looper, George Gaddis, Shane O'Sullivan, Odin Dasco, and Sean Howe. 4 to 7 p.m. we have Mike McMahon, Luke, Rini, me, and Shelby. And 9 to whenever we have Don Edwards, Rob Willis, Dan Dahl, Ink Spots, Bill, and Cat Mouse. So super awesome, very cool. Going to be hopefully a really good auction. There's a lot of really cool stuff that people are doing for it. So definitely be on the lookout. And if you have an artist that is somebody that I listed, get on their ass about sharing what they're going to be auctioning off. So, we can see it.
How do we get this custom layout? So this is the 4-pack that is standard to StreamYard. And then I just made this as a transparent overlay in Photoshop. Which I realized as we were starting the stream that I'm going to need to make a new one of these.
Yep.
Not only owing for the fact that... So what I did was I came into the same StreamYard 5 times, full screened, screenshotted it so I could make a template of how big the boxes were. Nice. And then just went into Photoshop and did the math.
Smart.
Thanks. It's
well done.
Pretty janky, but it's the thanks. It's the only way I could think of how to do it because they don't.
I mean, it works.
Anything
so.
about it. So.
And we took when Sai did this, Sai literally was like
same thing with this one.
Making stuff and then going back into Photoshop and moving individual frames
lines
down 2 pixels.
Yep.
And then loading it in and looking at it and being like, fuck, it's still off, and moving it 2 more and be like, that's too far. 1 more.
I made 30 versions of this, so.
Yeah, once you have it to scale too, you can just scale it to the size you need or whatever. Once that's nice.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, that would have probably been smart. I'm pretty sure the template is still individual lines, so we'll see. Oh, and don't forget that this is likely moving to Valkyrie Plays, where we have 7 subs.
We need to, once we get that channel bigger, we're really going to have to push over the next 2 months to get that channel to have more. And so we can put Dice Dames and Dudes will end up on Valkyrie Plays, along with any of Sai's playthroughs of games and any of
yours.
The stuff that we do. Yep, any of the stuff that we do together. Much like the cosplay and the art stuff is going to be on By Gaslight. And then Red Valkyrie is going to be the Red Valkyrie Presents, the Regens. What was the other? Fringe Benefits. All of that kind of stuff. Which, by the way, we're having another Fringe Benefits episode 2. It's
nice.
3 months after episode 1. It's fine. But we're having Sandy Butchers on because she's got some really awesome news about potentially she's up for an award and we can help her get there.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna have her on
reach out
Sunday.
to her. Actually, I'm supposed to have her on tomorrow. I gotta contact her and figure out what time. I totally forgot about that son of a bitch.
Well, here you go. I'm glad that I said something.
The universe is reminding you.
Yep. I like Sandy. Sandy's good peeps.
She is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my gosh. Super. Yeah. And so damn sweet and modest about her. Yeah. She's like, I don't know, people like my stuff for some reason. I'm like, because it's good?
You
She's
do
like,
good
no,
work.
I don't know. People are crazy.
Yeah. I love my my Technomancer book. But yeah.
Dude, I got her Singularian, the big one, and flipping through that, holy shit, it looks so cool. Anyway, definitely make sure that you tune in on Link's channel tomorrow. Watch his socials so you know when he's streaming, because currently he can't tell you. He doesn't even know when he's streaming.
It'll probably be sometime in the afternoon, because I know she's 6 hours ahead.
Yeah. So I know that we're streaming with her at 7 p.m. because that will be the next morning for her. So I think she's more than 6. I think she's 12-ish.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Talk with her.
I'm gonna have to message her.
Yeah, it's something crazy, but definitely make sure that you guys tune in for Luke's stream tomorrow. Tune in with us on Friday for Regen. Saturday we're gonna do an art stream, and I'm gonna try and get as many of the auction guys on as I can, or that want to work on stuff. And then Sunday, we're going to have Fringe Benefits with Sandy. It's going to be super awesome. And, of course, next week, we will have the continuation of Dice Dames and Dudes Season 2, where Woodrow tries to
Indeed.
kill us for the final time.
Indeed.
The second to final time.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be the
He's
final
gonna-
time.
He's gonna do the. No, he's not. He's gonna do the good old dick twist. All right.
I know. Right?
Thank you, everybody. We will see you on Friday for Regen. We love you all. Have a great rest of your evenings, and thanks for joining us. Bye.